Button. Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca, and this is
Mrs. Gigi. Hello, hello.
hello. How are you doing this lovely Friday evening for you?
Yeah, it's just fine. I've been home for a couple of minutes, so
Hmm.
yep,
Where were
it's
you out and about?
had a lot of errands and things to do today. So
Any fun
it's
shopping?
no, not
No.
really. Just things that I kind of had to do.
Oh, yeah, those are never. That's not the fun kind of stuff.
No.
I just woke up, so my day's just starting.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's not really necessarily true. Because I had to get up, to take Gat to school, but then I lay
hmm
back down and try and get that darn baby to cuddle, but she just doesn't have time. She doesn't have time to cuddle.
Oh, okay.
She has, and the funny thing is she doesn't even want to cuddle when she sleeps. Like when she's ready to sleep, she's
Uh-huh.
actually going into the crate. Which, that's where
Oh.
I mean, it's only
hmm
been, what, a week now, so for the last 2 nights, we haven't even been closing the crate, but we're catching her, that's where she goes, so that's where she feels comfy, so
hmm
but it's like,
Hmm.
"No, we want you to cuddle with us, we want you to sleep,"
Yeah.
but she has no interest in that. Bummer.
Hmm.
Bummer, bummer. So, do you have your, monthly project?
I was just looking for it.
Uh-oh.
Really seriously. Do I need to start a new one today? Where do I have it? I think
Where
I
is
have it
he? You cleaned,
somewhere.
didn't you? You cleaned up and you put it
Yes, I did. No,
what
I don't think I've been throwing that one away, but you'll never know. Oh,
hopefully that didn't end up in the circular bin or in the, what do they call it? Circular
yeah,
pile.
yeah, maybe. Let's see, seriously.
What in the world did I do with that?
Mhm.
Where
And
is
the
everybody? Who comes on Fridays? It seems like our Fridays seem real slow at first.
Yeah, it does. But then again, I don't know if the notifications really work as they are
Oh,
supposed to, because usually it's like a 5-minute delay or something. So
that's true. That is true. Yeah. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm.
seriously, I've been looking through all different types of things, and it might be that I need to start a new one.
Hi,
Hmm.
Vanessa.
Oh, hello, hello.
There's Jughead. Hi, Jughead.
Let's see. That one was bad. Oh, it might be over here. No, this one. Oh, here it is.
Oh, see, I can
There it
find it.
is. Yep, yep,
There it
it
is.
is.
With those eyes
Mm-hmm.
staring at us.
Yeah, definitely.
There's Candy. Woohoo!
Hello, hello.
You might hear some feedback. I'm opening up my YouTube. I forgot to
Mm-hmm.
open that up. Oh, nope.
Hmm.
Good job. Yeah, oh, that's not what I want to do. Pop out chat. I pop out the chat and then I lay it over top of my StreamYard. Is that how you
Oh,
do it?
okay. Yep, me too.
Yeah, I've been doing that with Beth for a couple weeks, but I always forget to do it in here.
Oh, okay.
But I remembered today. Well, kinda. All right. So, whenever you are ready, I'm ready to do some prompts. I'm
Yeah,
ready. Of
let's.
all week, I've been not creative, but today I've got a little bit of juices. I found some mojo last night, and today I think I'm ready. I'm ready to do something with this mess that I've started. Mm-mm,
Okay. Sounds
mm-mm.
good to me.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
You
We
want to
will.
explain what we're doing? I mean, there's 3 people here, but if they come in as the replay.
Yeah, we could definitely explain.
Okay.
We are actually working on this or on one project for the month, 7 prompts each week. Usually it's like 28 prompts, like 4 weeks on the same project. If you don't want to do that, you can take the 7 prompts for today and just, create something with those. And yeah, that's kind of like it's really.
Yep. That's the basics of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Miss
Yeah.
Beth.
Hello, hello. Hello, Jen.
Jen, they're coming. There they are. There's everybody.
Mhm. That's the 5 minutes delay
Oh yeah.
that we took.
I guess we got to give them credit for, maybe they were on the potty.
Yeah, it could be. You never know. Preparing for the Friday fun
Yep.
party stream or whatever you like to call it. So 7 more prompts to this one today.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's
I have a
look
cardinal
into.
staring at me like, why isn't there more seeds in this? The bird feeder outside my window is almost empty, and he's like looking at me. He's eating what's there, but he's looking. Usually they don't look into the window. He's making me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't come peck my eyes out.
Let's see. I'm starting here and looking
Okay,
into
I'm all.
number
I'm ready.
14. Number 14 says something tiny.
Something tiny.
Something tiny.
Tiny. I got
Yep.
it. I got it.
So this means that we are going to add to this whole creation something tiny.
Something tiny.
Hmm.
I'm adding tiny dots.
I am thinking. Let's see.
And tiny can be whatever you think tiny is.
Yep.
Now, if we said add something 1 centimeter, then you would have, then there'd be some rules you would be breaking. But tiny can be whatever you think is what tiny.
Yep. And I'm thinking about like an insect or a bee or, things like that. Let's look into what I have. I have these little bins of things.
You're going to get through those bins. I just know it.
So I do have some tiny bees. Let's see. I did make a bee journal.
You did?
So
you got it done?
Yep. Or, you can literally say that it's never going to be done because you always have something to add to it. But
did you make a pun? It's never going to be done.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I'm going to cut these bees out and glue them on this.
Hi, Margaret.
Hello.
Can we have a flip through? Oh, Beth wants a flip through of your bee journal. She wants to steal some of your ideas. I mean, get inspired.
Oh, where is it? Actually, it's I do have 2. I did a bee journal and then I had an altered book, and that was bees too.
Oh my goodness.
So I've made these 2.
Oh, look at that. I didn't even know. Oh, that's that look, I'm pointing at it and you can't see.
Yeah.
Packaging stuff, isn't it? That stretchy packaging on
Yep.
your.
Yep. It is. It's a
Yeah, good idea. Beth needs some of that stuff.
I think it came with something I ordered from Amazon or something. It's just
Yeah, that's usually where I get it. I've seen it is in my Amazon. I haven't seen it in a while, but I think it's
yeah.
supposed to be better for the environment than the plastic bubble wrap.
Yep, definitely.
To be or not to be?
Hmm.
Beth says I have a bee glue book.
Oh. No, the altered book that I made, it's bee and lavender. So,
Ooh,
it's a
pretty.
lot of pretty purpley things and
We have big lavender farms down here.
oh,
Mhm.
wow.
You
That
can
must
go
be
and
beautiful.
go. We've not done it. I only found out about it like 2 years ago. They're down towards like when we go down to the ship down in Galveston,
Mhm.
down towards Houston. And then
Mhm.
we seen that you can take tours of lavender fields. And I was like, what? So we
Oh.
did some research and yeah, during the season you can go and see the lavender fields. Yeah, I can. There's
Isn't it
my
like
memories.
isn't that what Jersey Laura has? The lavender farm near where she lives too?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know that they would grow here in Texas, you know.
Yeah.
I grew up with lilacs. My mother had
Mhm.
beautiful lilac bushes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I used to always love, I would pick a lilac and take them to my teachers when I was young. Because it was like in our yard to where I could grab it before I'd go, get on the bus.
Mhm.
And I would always
Yeah,
pull
my
lilac.
parents have that too. It's beautiful like this time of year. It's
Hi, Curly.
beautiful.
How are you?
Oh, hello.
Mm.
Let's, are we going with 3 of these
Oh,
just
come here,
because?
Luna. Guess who came to see me? Come here, Luna. Come here. Come on. Luna. Come on. They want to see you. I'm sure that there's like there's
No.
so much to see in here.
Teacher's pet.
You're gonna get lost. You're gonna get lost.
Oh, hello, cutie.
You're gonna get lost if you
Luna.
come. Luna, Luna, don't turn off my microphone. Yesterday with Beth, she turned off my screen. I had to figure out how to bring my screen back.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh, this, yeah. Hers is, yeah, we both are kind of using the same colors, aren't we? What are you doing there, Luna, Luna?
Yeah, we are in let's see. I'm just going to cut 3 of these out. I just felt like
No
3
hurry.
would be
Three's a good number, but no hurry. What about this, Luna? You might like this brush.
ooh, some playtime over there.
Yeah, hi. I know. You're so talkative.
I didn't hear, but how old did the vet say that she was? Like,
Well, what was that? Tuesday, I took her in about 6 weeks. She had her 6 weeks teeth in, so.
oh, mm-hmm.
She's got these little white little furs everywhere. It's just one little fur, one little hair, like all over the place. Just one little white hair sticking up everywhere.
Oh,
It's kind of silly. Yes. Say hi. Oh my goodness, look at me. Hi, Kristen.
so tiny bees. Added.
You're giving me time to play with the baby. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they are so cute, and that
And then they grow up and they're so just like our kids. They're so cute, and then they grow up to be turds.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then they hit about 30, I'm hoping, and then they're wonderful again.
Yeah.
Maybe mid-20s.
Mhm.
No, I was a turd until about mid-20s.
Oh.
Yes, I was. Oh, kitty. She's so stinking soft. I've never had a cat so soft. And I've had a lot of cats, but they've always been like the American short hairs. But
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys can see the little white wispies. They're so funny. They're just here and there. The vet thought that was quite unusual too. She said the vet was like, I wonder if she'll keep those, if she'll, or if
Hmm.
they'll,
Yeah.
as an
Mhm.
adult, she'll grow out of them.
Oh, so cute. I could look, make a video just of her, like a relaxed type video or something.
Of the kitten,
Yeah, and I've actually
she does
there
not relax.
is sleeping or something.
Maybe when
Just
she's sleeping. Yeah. She's usually hopping sideways and jumping all over the place. She doesn't walk anywhere. She runs everywhere. I watch,
yeah, she.
there's a video or a channel that I watch their rescue cats.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch that. So I should start a video or
Mm-hmm.
channel. Lula the kitten. No, 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 don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh.
No. No.
Let's look into the next one and let's
Sounds
see
good.
if she lets you create or if she's going to be there, like
I
on the
know if I
table.
have to remove her from my room.
Mhm.
Storm is getting
So,
along with her. That's good. That started last night.
oh,
She started to
that's
play
always
with her.
nice.
Yeah, because they were not being very nice to each other.
Hissing towards each other or something.
Storm was, growling and hissing at her and whacking her real, real hard. Now they're kind of doing the, hey, maybe I like to play with you.
Oh, okay. So the next one is 37. Let's see. Oh, use magazine page number 10.
Number 10. Let's see what number 10 has to do. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, look at this one. This is the first magazine I pick up. Let's see what number 10 says.
And I'm looking into this one, number 10. Something number 10. Oh.
No, there's just words. There's nothing there. Let's pick another one. There's my bird book. It might have something pretty in it. Don't jump down too far. That's too far. You'll fall on your head.
Beads, flower type things. I don't know.
Do I even have my bird one anymore? Where's that?
What is that? This is supposed to be something made out of glass. And it looks like a beetle or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a vase. That's strange. Isn't that a strange vase?
It's very strange, but very artistic.
Yeah. I don't know. I will have to change it up. Let's go and look into.
Hi, Janet. Did I say hi to Janet? Are you on my paper? I have to cut this.
11, 10.
I have these pretty flowers.
No, I will go with the first one here. Let's see if we can use something from page 10.
Why this side of the desk? Look at all this room over here. Why are you over where there's all kind of stuff for you to get into?
Hello, Janet.
Okay.
I don't know about this, but we will just tear it and use it. That's what we're going to do.
It will probably be covered up anyways.
Yeah, probably. I'm just going to tear.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm tearing.
A couple of things.
I hear you, Luna. Yes, I hear you, Luna. I know. I hear it. What do you have to say? You want down? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah.
Oh, that meowing like the kitty. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute.
Come on. I know. I hear you. You don't have to get so forceful.
Let's see if we can make something out of this.
I know. What? What? Come here. Come here. There you go. Okay. I know.
It's like, I don't want to be here anymore.
But yeah, she wants to go run around. Because to get into stuff we won't get into. Don't sniff that. You won't like it. You're not a glue sniffer like I am. What are you doing? Hi. Oh, thank you. And she headbutts, which is a loving thing, and that's so sweet. She comes up and she gives you a nice headbutt on your chin.
Oh.
That's what she just did. She just crawled up and headbutted my chin. What do you think? Right here? Think we should put it right here? Yeah, I think that's a good spot too. Good choice. Uh-huh. Why? I know, Luna. And she's got such a sweet little purr.
I can only imagine that. You are so sweet.
What? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And I'm glad I'm not flat-chested because she uses my my expenditures as a seat.
Ah.
Don't you, silly? Oh, go sleep. You can take a nap. Oh. Take a nap. Close those eyes.
It's so sweet just looking at her. Like, almost makes me want to get another kitty.
She's got a star in her fur. There was a little star on her fur she must have picked up on my desk. You're a star.
Getting all quiet. Oh, Margaret says that you make me miss my cats. Yeah.
Aww. You hear the Jughead, huh? And she's starting to cut closer and closer to Jug too, without like hissing at him.
That's a good thing though, because we actually talked about it here at home, because we have a cat and she is, let's see, 1.5 almost. And, you know, she and Teddy, they can kind of get along. But they choose to kind of, not be in the same room or not be near each other at all, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, she came when she was maybe like 9 weeks or 10 weeks or something. So, she has been with him from kind of like the start. And he is really one that he doesn't really understand that he's so big.
That's
he just
Jughead, yeah. I'm afraid he would like drop his toy on her and not think anything about it, right?
No.
Hey, Lisa.
No, hello.
Or sit on her and he wouldn't
Mhm.
realize. And yeah.
No, it's getting better and better, but it's like, okay, we can kind of be in the same room now. If you are in one end and I am in another, corner of the room or something. I don't know what's that. It's kind of strange. Are we ready for number 3?
Yes,
Let's see. Oh, 32 says something upside down.
Okay.
Something upside down. What are we going to do? Immediately I was thinking about a bird upside down, but I don't know. Let's see if we can create a bird. Yeah, upside down.
She keeps closing her eyes, but then something catches her, my movement. She's like, oh, and then she pops her eyes back open. Something upside down. I could put another eye on and put it upside down.
Could definitely do that.
Oh, hi, honey. She just got up and headbutted me again. Over there.
I'm just going to put this bird upside down. I feel like I am upside down, Margaret says. Yes, sometimes I definitely feel you. So.
I think that would count. You could just use that as the prompt for the day. You're the one that's upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, literally sometimes I cannot even explain the feeling. Let's see.
Okay. Now I got an eye upside down. I think we're good with that.
Poor little bird, but he is upside down there.
There he is. I know everybody wants to see the kitten more than they want to see me.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's okay. I understand. Mm-hmm. I would want to too.
Let's see. Oh. 36.
36.
The next one, and that is black and white.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
Black and white. Okay.
I think I'm going to add black and white gesso. There's my black gesso.
To cover the whole thing and start over.
Starting over.
Yep. So I do have. Let's see if we can. I do have a kind of cool napkin that I never use. I don't know why, but I'm definitely going to look into that one. Let's see. I actually have a couple of napkins.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking about it.
You know what? I probably have some black and white napkins too.
Yeah, I'm going with the one that I was thinking about at the start. It's this one.
No, you don't need to get into that water. That's yucky water.
And now when thinking about it, am I going to try the water thing with the napkins? I don't know about it though, but
Oh, I tried. It still didn't work.
let's
I
see. I'm
tried it.
going to try it, taking the layers off, and let's see.
I
Now to
know.
the point that I can't even take the layers off.
Oh, that's what
Okay,
you're What? I know you could.
and which one of the parts here on this napkin do I want? Hello, Melissa. Maybe this one down here, a tiny. You've tried it with a tiny brush, didn't you? Like,
I've tried it
oh,
with everything. I tried it with my finger. I've tried it with a brush. I tried it with a water brush.
let's see. I'm going to try it again. Like I haven't done it a million times before. I think it,
It's
at
gonna work.
least for
Gonna work.
for me,
It's gonna work. It's
no,
gonna work.
I don't think so. For me, it might have to do that I'm so heavy-handed.
Yeah. And I put too much water on it, and then it doesn't rip where it. Yep. I think that's my problem too. The heavy-handed. I'm just too heavy-handed, Mrs. Gigi.
that's at least what I'm,
We're going.
thinking
I'm
with it.
sticking with it. I like it. She's falling asleep.
Too much water, I think. Seriously. I've been looking into others doing it, and it seems like, a great idea, or, something really easy.
And they do it so simply. They just put it on there and it rips exactly where they want it to rip.
No,
Maybe we're too
no.
concerned about it ripping where we want it to rip. Maybe we're trying too hard.
Well, I'm definitely looking into somebody. Please help me. I need like a class on this or something.
Can I get a class on how to rip napkins, please? Can someone put that class together?
No, I'm just going the. It kind of feels like it's my way or the highway right now.
Mhm.
Oh wow, no, I'm going like I always do around.
I think just dry and turn it slow. I'm not in that much of a hurry to, I guess.
I'm going to try it again, but this definitely wasn't. No, it wasn't right. So if I just take a tiny amount of water, like literally almost nothing, just starting up at the top.
All the sounds keep waking you up, huh?
Is that the way to go? Oh no, too. Oh,
I'm rooting for you, Mrs. Gigi, but I feel your pain because I do it every time.
ooh, this might be. Oh, it's nearly. It's to a point that at least for me, I don't have water at all. Kind of on the brush, like literally. So
Yeah, but look at how slow you're doing it. Couldn't you rip it faster
yeah.
then? Oh, okay. Okay,
Wait, I need
sorry.
to
At least
concentrate.
it's
It's
working.
yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Hmm.
That's the thing. It's yep. Okay, it's to the point. Literally, almost no water at all.
She's asleep.
Look at it. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, look at it's like a perfect rip. So maybe it's worth I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then of course the learning curve. It's
The learning curve of how to tear a napkin.
it's kind of silly when
That's just
thinking about it.
between you and me. We won't share that with the rest of the world. There's a learning curve. That's funny.
Yeah, it is. It is for us. It is.
I know, right?
Hmm. but it's to the point where, I don't have the patience to do this. Oh, wow.
She was sleeping and she heard you.
Oh,
Good
sorry.
morning, Mom. No, not you. No, no, no. She didn't hear you. She heard Shannon's door.
Oh, yeah.
You hear Mom? Luna, Luna, baby Luna. No, you can lay back down. You don't. Oh, she's laying like a pan. She's got her legs all tucked in underneath her. Look at you
Mm-hmm.
laying like a bread pan. That's good. That means you're content. Look at you go, Mrs. Gigi. Look at you go.
It is really working, but it's do I really have the
Now,
patience to do it all around?
now, when you normally rip, like do you rip it with all the layers on it to keep it sturdy so you can, or do
Yep,
you? Yeah, that's how I do
absolutely.
it. And then yep. Yep.
Yeah, to me, that's, I don't know. It kind of feel like yeah, it makes it easier to rip.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
because if you get it in that single layer, it's too thin and it doesn't rip where you
It's
want it to
all
rip.
flimsy, and I don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely working. But then again, it's, yeah,
Yeah, but look how pretty that
learning curve, learning
is.
curve. So let's see where to put these. And it definitely had to do with, I'm going to cheat because it's faster, uh, but I can definitely see, and it was actually kind of nice to try, doing it on black and white, because you can literally see really sharp, the lines and everything. To where are we going to place these? Down here. I'm just gluing away.
Glue it on, Mrs. Gigi. Glue it on. Look how cute she's laying there sleeping.
Oh, oh, she is so cute.
We'll see how long she stays cute or if she becomes a demon child like her sister Storm.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hope that she doesn't learn from Storm. Then it could be kind of
Bad
a.
habits from her. Yep, it's
Mm-hmm.
possible.
Yeah.
Especially now that they're getting along. Hi, Willow. How's your baby? Willow got a kitten too.
Oh, cute. Let's see, put a little extra. So, black and white it was, and I added some.
Hmm. And I did just the
Mm-hmm.
black and white. And that actually looks really good.
Makes, creating a little bit of extra texture.
Hmm.
So, number 5. Let's look into all in the 30s today. 33 says, oh, we've had that before. Torn paper. That's the thing. We haven't had enough torn paper on this page.
We haven't had enough, so let's add some more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's that painted bunting is back. He's always here anymore.
We
You
could
can
add.
you can tear your paper napkin and add some more flowers because napkin is paper, right?
Yep,
Tissue paper, paper napkin.
I could definitely. Learning curve it was, wasn't it? So I'm actually going to, let's see, maybe add I don't want to have it too much. Let's see, this one down here. Going to add it like to the bottom of the sea.
This I have this painty paper I made, and it's like the same colors, and it's a sticker.
Oh, is that like photo paper?
It's actually one of the from a label it make from my when I do it's from my label maker. So when I do
Oh, okay.
postage, but my postage my label maker wasn't working one day correctly, so it kept kicking out all kind of like it would print one label and then skip three, print one label, so I couldn't reuse them because it was like a label
Oh.
skipping three. So I had all these extras, and
Mm-hmm.
so I played with them. So rip some paper here.
I don't know if I like the method of doing this really. Or is it that it blends a little bit better? It could be. With not so sharp of edges around. So we can place a little flower type thing there. Down here at the bottom of the sea. Just add.
Did you mute?
No.
Oh, okay. You just got. Something's going on with your microphone. Did you?
Is it?
There we go.
I don't know. Am I back okay?
Yes, it would just sound very, very muffled. But you're
What?
back. Yeah, it was weird.
Hmm.
Maybe you just moved away from it, and it wasn't picking up or something.
Like half an inch or so.
Oh, really? Oh, that was
Yeah.
weird.
I kind of feel like I want to add fabric to this. I don't know why. But
Maybe you're having a vision, and fabric will be our next.
Yeah, we did talk about creating, like sewing something or doing something with that, didn't we?
I believe so. I believe so. Here we go. My pieces. Yeah.
Looking good.
She's asleep right here.
Oh.
She fell asleep.
No, isn't that but it hasn't been more than a week, but it feels like she is bigger.
Oh, yeah. I think so. I bet if I weighed her. She eats like a little piggy.
Oh, she is really cute. Let's see, number Oh, number 6. And all into the 30s today.
And
Number 30 says silhouette.
oh, okay.
Hmm. So what are we going to do with that?
Hmm.
I know. Let's see if we have some black paper or something
Hmm.
dark.
Mhm.
And
I know what I want to do. I just have to figure out what image I want to do it in.
I am kind of free-handing cutting this thing out. I have no clue, but we will try. Making it a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. Just to be able to kind of cut it down to size. Looking to thinning this one out a tiny bit. Oh, I was meant to do, let's see, we will have to add another one. So what are you making? Kind of
Um, like they're just gonna be plants, silhouette plants. I'm gonna just do some silhouettes of some plants here. Color black them, blacken them in. Oh my goodness, couldn't get those words out. I guess what am I gonna blacken them with? My marker will work. Oh, my Posca pen. Oh, is that a sailboat?
Yep, it is.
Love it. Did I wake you? Sorry.
I kind of feel like I want to add more of that napkin. Might be a project for something else though. But I kind of like the black,
The
done
black
in
and white.
with, you know.
Black and white always seems to add something, when you do a picture, you add that black or that white to it, and it seems to bring out whatever, adds. I like the look of it.
Yeah, definitely. And when thinking about black and white, I like the Posca pens, but I would love to have like a really, really white, because I
Yes.
like the Posca pens are a little bit like grayish white.
Yep. When I agree. I agree. Some people swear by them, but I'm like, I cannot get a good, I don't seem to get a good uh, image or, when I use the white.
Mm-hmm. I did have like a correction pen of some, and I cannot remember the name of it, but that one was really really good.
Yeah, I've got like
Um,
4 or 5 different things up here now of white, and I don't know if I've found one yet that I'm like, oh, this is what white should be. But
mhm.
Posca definitely isn't it. Posca definitely is not what white is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's so strange. Like, you know, really, it's not even supposed to be a color. White. Hmm. And sometimes it kind of feels like it's better to leave some of the parts out, just if you want like crisp white,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
it's not really,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any tips,
Mhm.
audience listening? A really, really good white pen, correction pen from Mary uses correction pens. Yeah, I did have one that I really liked, but I haven't found it again. I bought one. It was, and I'm not, it was perhaps like 6 or even 7 years ago. I remember having it. And the brand of it, I don't have no clue.
Yeah. See, I have these 4 so far: Sharpie, Posca, whatever this one is, that one. I keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
And the correction, I can see where a correction pen. Oh, I think I have one over here too. Yeah. Oh no, that's my cutting one. But yeah, I can see where a correction pen. I could see where that would work because they're made to be written over. But I wonder
Mm-hmm.
how paint sticks to it and stuff. I wonder.
I have no
I
clue.
have to try.
I know that I've tried two different brands,
Mm-hmm.
and one became like a little bit gray, over time,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one stayed like crisp white. But but then I cannot for my life remember which brand it was. So let's see the last prompt for this week. 19. Let's look into it. Use music.
Oh, okay.
Music.
All right.
So, oh, thank you, Vanessa. She has written down the prompts.
Oh,
Something tiny. Use magazine page number 10. Something upside down. Black and white. Torn paper. Silhouette. And now, what did I say? Use
you.
music. Yeah, music paper. Music something. So, what are we going to do? Hmm. I'm. I don't know. I'm just going for something really silly here, but I'm just going for a little sick man and
I knew I had bought specifically for mixed media. I bought some music.
Oh,
Abby.
oh, is that a stamp?
Yeah, I bought
Oh,
it specifically
wow.
for mixed media, and I've not used it. I knew I had it somewhere. I just went searching for it.
Oh, beautiful.
All right.
I have my little stickman here whistling away with some music.
Hi, Abby. The baby's up here. Don't jump up here. You'll jump right on top of her.
So those were the 7 prompts for this week, and then we have 2 more weeks. I
We
think
can,
it is.
we
Or
can
is
do. I think so. That's yeah. We'll do 2 more weeks because that 4 weeks. It'd be good if we could get 4 weeks on a page. I think that's a good
Mm-hmm.
goal. Am I putting these on upside down? Sure am. Oh well. Oh, that's right. No, it's right. That could have been my upside down.
Yeah. No one will never know, you know. Yeah.
Mhm. Can't believe that was 7. That was a good prompts for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Oh, Curly says that she finds correction pens much harder to control. Yeah,
And she likes the Posca. All right.
yeah. You know, I am too curly to for for the Posca because I haven't really found anything. I thought I had. Let's look into it. I thought I had found this one. It was somewhat like Posca, but it did turn a little bit too gray for my liking. So no, this wasn't it.
Mhm. All right.
So
It
the
looks
the creations so far. So what's next? I don't know what's next.
uh
I don't have anything planned. Um, I've just been working a little bit on this to. I don't know if you've seen my the stream I had on Tuesday. I started this graph because I was inspired by Carol
uh-huh.
Magical Touch Studio,
Yes.
long and short stitches.
Oh
So I'm
yes.
going to,
Hmm.
do some little things. I have no clue, but that's the
Hmm.
thing that I have like ongoing for right now. Other than that, no, not really anything.
Do we want to use a book or do we want to just play and do our own little thing?
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
If you are inspired and wanting to work on that, I am okay with working on something on my own little thing.
yeah, I can. Yeah, I could definitely work on this.
Okay, because I've been working on finding new prompts and I've been finding some pretty good ones that I've not had in my sticks. I know I have a lot of sticks.
Mm.
So what I want to do is I want to do um, new prompt cards. So I was going to get some playing cards and just do some fun painting on the back of them so I can write prompts on the other side.
Oh,
So
that
I'm good with
sounds
that if
nice.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's fun. New prompts.
Yes, new prompts. So stay tuned.
if the needle is cooperating with me, it's one of those, like, I kind of have the feeling that I need um, to go and look for new contacts. New prompts, Beth. Yep, that's true. New prompts are always fun.
Yep. So I'm just gonna paint these, I guess. That's a pretty one. I don't want to paint those.
I'm actually just going, this was a little bit of a yellow green, and I'm going with another green. Let's see.
Oh
Now
yeah,
I'm
very nice. I did.
mhm.
I love that, to do the different colors for the grass, and it looks so dimensional. Looks good.
I'm going to. Yeah, I just needed to, or I felt like I needed to use these flowers that I've been making,
Mm-hmm.
and then I looked at, because for me, when Carol goes live on the weekend, it's
Yes.
afternoon for me.
Yeah.
So, I always sit doing something, really relaxing. Sometimes sewing, of course, but other than that, something really relaxing, and gluing or something, and then just have an hour of literally relaxing time. Bark? Are you barking at
I'm not
Beth?
sure. Is that her? Oh, she wants, oh, bark, like a tree bark. Tree bark. That's what she's talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Somebody
I'm like,
must have
what
put that
do you
yesterday. She
mean?
was talking about that's going to be a new. And I said, I don't have any bark. Most people aren't going to have bark, Beth. It's going to be a hard one. They're going to have to draw it. I guess you can draw bark,
Yeah,
or you
but
can do a dog, unless she says tree bark.
oh, yeah. Wouldn't it be kind of, oh, I have, oh, you got me inspired, Beth, with that. Because I do have like a forest, right, literally like 2 minutes from my house.
You
So
could
I
take
have
the
Teddy.
Teddy for a walk.
Yep,
And go
yep,
get your bark. Yeah, she wants me to go out to that tree, get some bark. And you put it in the freezer to kill any of the bugs.
yep, yep. That's what you do. I actually made a welcoming sign in like bark. I think it was like more than 10 years ago or something, but it was fun. The funny thing is, and I have been thinking about it for so long, you know, prompts there. In one way, I think like, oh, I cannot come up with more prompts that I already have.
That's what I thought too. And then I was, what was I was on Pinterest.
Oh,
And I
okay.
started looking at I think I was looking up doodling because I doodle in bed. So I go and find like different doodle patterns sometimes. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I was doing last night. Because I wasn't feeling it at all. So, and I came across journal prompts or something. So I started reading them, and a lot of them are, like sad, happy. They're more
Yeah,
of
I've
that
seen
kind of
those.
prompts, and they're fine. Hi. Oh, she just reached out. Did you get your cat nap? Did you get your 10 minutes? Um, and oh, don't step on these. You'll have white paws. Um, but some of them were ones that we could use, and I was like, oh, I've never used that one, or I've never had it in my stack, kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I'm trying to think of ones that I hadn't had, but I can't right this minute. Oh, things like even just zigzag. You know, I don't have that as a prompt, but
Oh, yeah.
that's a pretty good prompt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
things like that that I was like, oh, you know, that's pretty good. Like Beth has done. I think Beth, she has her Zendoodle cards.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
doesn't she sometimes do where she picks a card and she does that Zendoodle on? I think she does them as prompts, I believe.
Yeah. There. Yeah. I've seen that.
So,
And then again, you can literally use whatever, because that's
oh,
what I was thinking. Like, I cannot for my life come up with, more prompts, and I have like 150 something in different ways. So,
hmm.
and I'm like, But then again, you can take literally anything and create that as like a prompt.
Well, and something that I was trying to think of things that I don't use, you know, because I don't think to use them.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I mean? Like those are the, what I was trying to think of for the prompts is things in my room or things that, that I just don't think to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah.
That's the, and I have this stuff, so I need to use it.
And it's kind of, we have so many things.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but usually I go to the ones that I always go to, kind
Yeah.
of,
Well,
because
because they're mine, it's because they're close. It's
yeah,
right here next to
yeah.
me. Yep.
Oh, now when doing this grass, remind me that I need to finish up the tree that I've been, I'm so happy that I can finally use my hand and do some needlework, and it
Oh,
doesn't
right.
really hurt
Yes.
or anything. So I have all sorts of sewing projects.
But when will you be going in for the other hand?
Actually, I did talk to the surgeon about it a couple of weeks ago, and we decided to wait until like August, September, something.
Oh, okay, the late. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there are so many things going on right now, you know with me and family and everything. So I just felt like, no, not now. I need to just wait a little bit.
Well, and that's your non-dominant hand that you're getting done, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, in that sense, it doesn't really going to affect it too much. But then realizing, definitely the dominant hand, that was tricky.
Mhm.
It really was. But I'm glad I did it because I don't have pain in it anymore, and now it's, I would
Your
say,
arthritis is really driving me nuts.
mhm.
When I sew and stuff, I can only like last night in my hand just from doodling because I was doodling lots of little circles and yeah, my thumb is really hurting me. I had to take some leave and I haven't had to take a leave in a while. So,
It's kind of nice to.
oh yes, Willow
to
is a fabric. She does sewing.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, I should show her some of the things. I'll have to once I get these here and they need to dry, I'll go over and grab my one book that I have in here. My other stuff is in the other room.
I started a little sewing scene at the beginning of the year,
Mm-hmm.
but then I kind of needed to stop creating in it because of the hand surgery thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back on it again.
Maybe we can start sewing on Fridays. I can be prepared and after we do our prompts, we can do some sewing.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
if you like to do that, I like to do that. And I was telling Carol that I didn't know if, my people, my followers would enjoy the sewing because I've always done the paper, and I've always done my sewing, by myself, not on
Hmm.
street. But maybe with you, we could do that since you like to sew, and I could maybe introduce sewing on my channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I feel like, at least for me, it's kind of relaxing to just look at somebody sewing,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, I think
especially.
because I don't
Mhm.
talk a lot when I sew. So maybe, with somebody here, I would have more tendency to talk too, because by
Yeah,
myself, I'd probably, I'd be more, and it's like, well, how much entertaining is that to
uh, yeah,
sit there and
yeah. Then yeah, or you can do like an ASMR type video, or I don't know,
maybe.
like ASMR. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I'm not into ASMR. I'm definitely not into it because oh no, it's to the point there. It's no, I don't like it at all.
Mhm.
But I know there are a lot of people out there liking ASMR type videos.
Getting the paint off me so that I don't get it on my needle, my sew book, my sample book, whatever. She's curled up here sleeping. She was tired.
Oh, oh, cutie.
Oh, this is a book. The book is right here. Let's see if I can get it without making a craft lunch.
Willie, do you know oh, what's Carol's name again? The magical, is it Magical Touch Studio?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
keep wanting to call her Cauldron, but that's not it.
Oh yeah, that's the old name. ASMR. ASMR is when you are like totally quiet on the video, or if you like create sounds.
Like same sound over and over. Like it
Yeah,
can just be.
something like this.
Yeah.
And things like that. It's just different type sounds, or just being quiet doing something. And that's, oh, I cannot even explain the feeling. My.
Willow, this is done on old baby wipes that I used in my craft room, and then I stamped on them. Um, well, some of them I stamped. Well, most of them I didn't stamp on them purposely. They were there, and I was trying to clean my stamp, and instead of rubbing, I dabbed it off so that I'd get like I'd get images on there, and then
Mhm.
I did some like sample stitching, sample embroidery, and French
The,
knots and beads.
those are the you know isn't that like the second book or third book that you have shown? Because I thought
This
you. Yeah.
this is my original book. This one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was when I was sewing on the baby wipes.
Yeah.
Hi, Heather.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I like using this stitch here too when I'm trying to do like grass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm kind of just doing the basics. For me, it's going to be, some, like most of the sewing things I do, it's kind of creating itself, going on and on. So you'll never know. It might be like long grass here, or like maybe a bush or something in the background. You never know.
Mhm.
I never know.
This is a cover for a book. I just haven't put it on.
Oh,
I hand
hello,
sewed. I
hello.
hand
Yeah.
sewed all those pieces together. I didn't use a machine.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Put belt back there. Yeah, I wouldn't save the preparation H1s and embroider on them. That would be a little weird. just,
Hmm.
just saying, a little weird.
Just a tiny bit weird. Yeah, it would.
I only use the baby wipes that are used in my craft room.
Hmm.
This was a fun sample one to do with all the bright colors.
Oh yeah, that one was. But didn't you do something like that on camera, like in a live or something?
Did I? I don't remember if I worked on any of these. Maybe I did. I don't know. I didn't think that I did, but maybe if you remember it, you might have a better memory than I. Maybe this one I did on camera. I don't
I think
remember.
so. Yeah, I remember you making, some of those, or
Right?
I,
Okay. Oh, Janet Nash is here. Hey, Janet
hello.
Nash. Good afternoon, evening to you.
Oh, music is definitely therapy. Music and crafting is
Thank
therapy,
you,
like
Janet.
big time.
And this is an applique. I didn't do that one.
Mm-hmm.
This one's fun. I have some buttons, and I made some uh, yo-yos.
Those are really, really fun.
I did
And the
some.
thing that I find that the best is just to create, like everything I do almost is like I don't even have the full idea on what I want to do. It's
Yep.
just
I just start.
creating itself in a way.
I agree. And those are the ones, yeah. Like this one, just I had all kind of scrap little fabrics. And it was like I just like folded it up so it didn't have frayed edges on this one, and then just sewed it on.
Mhm.
And these are just cut strips, and I sewed them to make a circle and sewed them on.
Yeah,
This one's a
that
really
is
fun.
kind of
This
like
is a fun one to look at because there's so many different things to look at.
that's kind of like the blanket that I've been, creating.
Still working on. There's this one I stopped working on. I think because I was looking for one of these fabrics. This one, or I think it's this one. I'm asking. I've been looking for this fabric. I want some more of it. So, this is felting. Here's one of my felting pieces in here.
Oh, that would be a thing. I've been looking into that too.
Here's my kitty
On the to-do list. Oh,
cat.
cute. Wow.
All little French knots. Here, oh,
Wow.
here's another. Here's my other kitty cat. That's
Oh,
cute.
that one. I've seen that one before. It's really cute.
Oh, here's one with a working zipper. I don't know why, but it does. It works. I suppose if I want to cut it back here, I can make it into like a little purse. Well, that might cut
Hmm.
sew it like that, and it could be a little purse. Button. Hi, little one. You waking up? Nope. Here's a scene.
Ooh.
Flowers.
You know, I was making, last year I was making 52 tags handmade. I don't know if you,
Oh, I remember you. Yep, I remember you doing that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I got so inspired by doing it that yeah, and I know that she continued this year too, making, is it banner, like a banner
Oh,
throughout the
the
year.
triangles.
Yeah,
Yeah, I.
yeah, or I think yeah, it was the triangles and like a banner type. Um, I don't even know what they call it. Let's see. Let's draw a little thing. This one. Oh, the lighting is so bad.
Yes.
That
Okay.
type
Yeah,
of
that
thing.
kind of. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's kind of like a tag, but it's got that diagonal or whatever on it. Yeah. I was trying to see if I have a hoop that I could put that in to display it, but I don't have one. I don't think that's small. I think that's why I don't have it displayed. I'm gonna have to sew it onto something.
That is so cute.
I know. I'm impressed with myself.
I did start a fabric lace ribbon type. This is one that I got inspired by your little journal that you have, just slapping in
Oh,
paint
yeah.
and
Hmm.
whatever. And I did one, but sewed in it. So, it's going to be the same thing, but I'm going to have like little bits of thread in there
Nice.
and things like that.
Yeah, that's nice. I love it.
Ribbon
Are you
pieces,
back
like,
awake? Are you awake? Are you asleep? Are you awake? You don't even know. You don't even know what you're doing. You just, meow. Oh, are you awake now? I think she's awake now. I have some leftover stuff. Oh, she's laying back down. How sweet. Aw.
small projects like that is really fun to have, Willow.
Thanks, Willow. Nope.
It,
Little project.
no,
That I work like I work better when I don't. I can do stuff in small projects. If I think about it being a big project, I don't like. I don't
Mhm.
think I could do a quilt. But if I was to do little squares and then
That
like
is why I made this.
yes, you showed me that I think last week, and I was like, I just love that. Yeah, I
I
want to
just,
do some with lace
taking
like that.
small little squares and like, create on that little square, put
Yeah.
another one next to it, create on that one and that one, and, and so on and so forth. So
Yes.
it's kind of getting
Oh
big.
yeah, it is. It is getting nice. You've done a lot since last week.
Yeah. So,
Very
it's
nice.
an ongoing project.
Very nice, Mrs. Gigi. I love it. I do. I'm gonna be inspired and use some of your techniques there.
Yeah,
She's
and then I think, yeah, I did show this one last week, didn't I?
no, that
This
does
is
not
my
look familiar.
Yeah, this is the ribbon lace fabric scrap bits and pieces.
Let
So
me
I'm
see.
going to, put in all bits
Maybe
and
you
scrap
did. I don't know. That doesn't look familiar though. I love the idea though. Let me look.
instead of gluing in paper and things. I'm just going to put bits and pieces of scrap fabric pieces instead.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I
it
love
will
it.
be.
Instead of throwing those little pieces away.
Yeah, so like, sewn in small little pieces of.
Well, I'm keeping all of my ends of my all the little ends from my the embroidery floss when I'm done sewing. I'm keeping all those. I have them shoved all, and I'm gonna couch stuff. I want to call it conch all the time. Couch stitch them on a piece.
Oh,
Am
yeah,
I
that
keeping you
would
awake? Am I keeping you awake? Talking too loud?
be quiet. quiet. I'm sleeping.
She did just yell at me. She, "Meow. Did you yell at me? I'm a loud mama. That's just how it is, honey. You're gonna have to get used to that one. I'm loud."
Yeah, and then I have made this one. This is the one that I had to. You know, this is the this is how I store my little threads. Pieces that are going to be used. Isn't it
Yep,
kind
that's I feel you. Yep.
it's a little bit funny, but I
Well,
have
Willow,
been.
stick around and we can teach you how to. Oh, look at her laying on my book. She's like, look at, she just got comfy on my book. Guess I'm not working on that. Oh, you got paint on your tail and it's stuck to your leg. Look at what you did. It was her tail was stuck to her leg because of the paint.
Oh, poor little thing. Willow, my project used to look like that, but then I realized I had to let go of at least my control in it all, because it kind of got to a point where I felt like I didn't like to create anything anymore. um, so I just sewed away and did all kinds of things and got my mojo back.
You have to learn it's okay to make something messy. It's a
Mhm.
and it's a learning process if you're not. Now I'm a messy person, so it's not. I have a problem with like what you're saying, like the whole project, like looking at the big time and making a project. So I understand, but it's good. Mixed media is a really great mashup. Mashing up your mixed media, playing prompts is a really great way to let yourself go. Let it be messy. If it, let it not look good, and it's good for your
Mhm.
creativity. Your creativity because you're learning what mediums will work with what doesn't work. Don't put crayons down and expect all your paint to stick to it kind of thing, but you might not know until you try it. I'm trying to get the
Mhm.
paint off. You got all kind of paint on your tail. Silly. I didn't even see when you did it. You must have did it with the cards. Didn't you feel your tail stuck to your leg, silly?
Like, what was that? What was happening to
Right,
me?
exactly. Well, didn't you notice that was feeling weird? The closest I've come is a bunch of petite cross stitch projects I did when I took care of my dad and I pinned them all to an old wall. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it took me. It was really, really a struggle in the beginning for me. Um, but now when I've been doing it, is it? I'm thinking you should know the answer, Rebecca, but you don't. It's maybe like 3 years, and for me, it's been a really, really good thing.
Well, I know even just when we started crafting together, you were still having the whole touch and paint, and you've done come really far with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm a
Well, and the
Libra.
good thing
Oh.
though with mixed media mashup type prompt things that we do, you can make a mess, but your final project can be balanced. You can take that mess and turn it into a postcard. Put your own little sayings on it or picture on the front. Just use your prompt piece as a background, and then you have a nice little piece with all kind of layers and such. I got most of it off. Got most of it off. You put your tail right in it, silly girl. Tail right in. I can't believe she's still up here, that she hasn't like made herself get down. Like drive me nuts enough to get down. Ooh, I like that stitch. That looks good.
This thing,
Mm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
What you just did.
yeah, I don't know. This is what I mean. I just, did
Yeah.
something. It's just, yeah. But it's supposed to be like all, different colors and different
Yes.
different flowers, and it's going to grow. But this was just the base.
Yeah, I like it's more of a mashup than really mixed media, because, mixed media can be beautiful pieces of art. This is more of mashup, like you have to do what it says. I wonder what's going on. She's out there looking. I wonder if that's why we have really bad water pressure, and she's out there by oh
But,
our septic system that sprays water, that spray. I've
mhm.
talked about that before. She's out there messing with it, and she's on the phone. It must not be working right. She's standing right over it.
Oh,
If it comes out and sprays her, I'm gonna laugh. She's
we
right over.
definitely don't want
Should I
that.
put the camera out there? That we
Oh
might go viral. Right
no. Yeah.
in the face. Well, you'll have to come do prompts with us, Willow. It's fun. It's a fun. You have to let go though, which is hard. I
Yeah.
mean, Shannon still hasn't let go. She still wants her pieces to look. You know, like if she's making an outdoor scenery and all of a sudden the prompt says couch, she panics. You have to
Mhm.
let yourself go. So
Yeah.
here's that piece. Okay, we were working on this the other day.
I'm now thinking, hopefully, it's nothing that will cost you like, a lot of money to fix, is it?
Yeah. We have, I think our insurance covers it. We have
Oh, okay.
home insurance, so if something's not working right, and I think the system is covered. Yeah, that was something I hope I added on. It was an added on.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this is it. We were working on this the other day, guys, right? Remember?
Oh,
Little
yeah.
envelope.
Oh, what is it? Is it?
It's an envelope I'm altering
Mm, beautiful.
to add to my envelopes. So we did that. How do these look? I can't use my my heat gun to dry these. I don't want to freak her out just yet. We'll introduce that when she's a little bit older. She can figure out what that's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Doing something over here.
She decided to lay right in the middle of my desk. Well, I can believe it, because isn't that what cats do?
Yeah, usually it is.
I guess it's my fault. I wanted her up here, right? Can't
Mm-hmm.
blame can't blame the kitten. Oh, I stamped this out the other day. Let's do this one.
Is this even straight?
Let's do something with these guys.
I don't know. Can you hear Teddy? He's
No, I can't.
outside my door here. Like, I
Oh, he
hear
wants to
you.
hit.
I hear you, Mom. You are there.
Why can't I come in?
No, he is not allowed in here.
Aw, poor Teddy. Jughead's outside helping Shannon figure out what's wrong. I guess he's following her back and forwards. She cut the
Okay.
grass like 2 weeks ago. She was out there cutting the grass, and he was right there with her, just like last year. I thought maybe he'd grow out of it. Nope, back and forth, right with her. He'd come in so exhausted from like he's the one cutting the grass, and I think he was.
Oh.
I told Shannon, I said you should hook another lawnmower up to him, and at least then you'd have double width.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be something. Going in another direction. She is literally like right there beside you.
She is. She's right here. She was over, she was over there a little bit, but this is like right under my camera.
Hmm.
I hope we don't have a leak. Our water pressure has been really low, so I was wondering, and I'm wondering if that's what it is. If uh, if the septic tank is the water's. No, it shouldn't be.
Hmm.
How would it be leaking into the septic tank? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Rebecca. But like our last month's water bill wasn't high. That's one of the ways you can tell if you have a leak. The water bill was the same price as it always is. Um, so if it is, we got something new. And I don't see like any wet patches. I mean, I live in Texas, so everything is dry. So
Yeah.
usually if you see a wet patch, you're like, oh, something's
What's
not
going
right.
on?
Yeah. Why is that grass greener over there? That kind of thing.
Hmm. All the way up here.
Of course, she don't fit. Guess I could put her sideways. You doing anything exciting over the weekend? How about y'all? How about all y'all yins in the chat?
You know
Whichever
that.
whichever you use. There we go. I think I covered it all.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't even know. It's not really anything going on. Usually there is something, but hmm, no, not really.
Any of
It's.
your kids play
Oh
any
my.
sports? Oh, school's almost out, huh? Isn't that
Yep,
right?
it
Yeah,
is.
our
It
school is
is.
almost out.
Yeah.
I think
No.
they have one more week. I think.
Oh, okay. Here they have. Oh, let's see. It's 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know about the. I'm thinking. I think it's soccer for one of our daughters, but that's my husband's thing, so I'm not really into
Uh-huh.
to all the
Now, do you
things.
call it soccer? Is it football? Or are those two? I guess that's two different games, right? Is
Yep,
it two different games? Yeah.
football. Yeah, football is it's we call it football, but you call it soccer.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
because American football is, you know,
Yeah. Different.
yeah, football for me is using your foot,
Yeah.
with the round ball, and soccer for you is that. So it's you Americans that are kind of I'm
I
just
know. I know. We
I'm
know.
just
We like to beat each other up and cause concussions. Catching up on sleep. That's always a good thing to do. We um Well, Janet, I travel to Pennsylvania every summer, and I've always wanted to like do like a little meetup for lunch if there's enough people, but I can never. It just doesn't seem like I find anybody on my route, which is crazy.
about like the crafting community, you mean, or
Yeah, like like people on here and stuff. It's crazy that I never, there's really nobody that is on my route. It's
there
weird.
must be. there must be
I
somebody. You know,
I
we're spread
know.
all over.
I'm about ready just to come over there to see. He's here.
Mm-hmm. At least you have like me, Janet, Sylvia.
Yeah.
You know,
Y'all would be
letting
willing to meet up with
all
me,
of
right?
this. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you're always welcomed, even though it costs a lot of money to go here.
Yeah, but you know, I can stay at your house like you've said,
Yep,
and you're accessible, so that would be like so perfect because I'm sure finding accessible hotels and stuff are not the easiest thing to find. I don't know though. I've heard that Europe is actually pretty
you
good.
know, here it's you have to have things accessible. It's illegal. You know you have
Yeah,
to have automatic doors in like stores and things in
yeah.
hotels. You have to have like toilets that are accessible. You
Yeah,
have to have
they
room.
have that here too, except if your building is I can't think what it's called, but it's like grandfathered in. If your building is old and it would ruin the integrity of the building, they don't have to put a
Oh,
ramp on it. So like if it's a
uh,
historical building and it would ruin the integrity of that building, then you can be exempt from having
oh, you know, here they have to do it. You know, they are not allowed to have any sort of, if you want
exemptions.
to say like everything public is, you know, it's you know, it's not even allowed to have anything public if it's not accessible. Like, you know,
Very
every
nice.
school, every, you know, museum, malls, you know, everything like that is
Are they truly accessible, or is it like some places it's like accessible, but then you go and it's like this is not accessible.
yeah.
Like a big chain restaurant I went into one time, in the bathroom I couldn't even get into their, they had it as a and it was Chili's. I don't know if you know what Chili's is, but a lot of
No,
Americans will know what that is. But it's,
uh-huh,
you know, it's a huge chain restaurant, huge.
uh-huh.
And I went in and the bathroom wasn't even wheelchair accessible. It
No,
was,
it
it
is
was
truly accessible. You know, it's like the toilets needs to be a specific size that you can have. Uh, I would say, and now I'm thinking about my daughter. You know, and think,
yeah,
yeah, it's yeah, probably you have to have uh, the definitely a bigger wheelchair, not like you know one of
right.
the small ones, and
Not
you
like mine, but like an electric chair.
yep, and
Uh-huh.
then you have to be able to you know have an assistant in there if you need to.
Nice.
So you know have to have room to and space. So I would say you know there are specific measurements into you know those kind of things.
Yeah.
So
Well, we do too, but they don't. I think the inspectors need to learn a little bit more.
yeah, you know I haven't been into. There are even changing tables and things in the
Yes,
accessible.
I've
Yeah.
seen like pictures of, and it would be so awesome if they do that. Like I think one of the a airport or something, they posted somebody, you know, one of the travel
Mhm.
groups I'm in posted pictures of an airport. I don't remember which one that had a bathroom that had a table in it, so you could actually get out of your chair and lay down and do your business, what you need to do, or
Mhm.
if you had an assistant that needed you to lay
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah. At least here we are not talking about the changing tables for babies. You know,
no, right,
it's like for adult people or you know.
yes, that need assistance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was first injured, they taught me. I didn't learn how to do what I needed to do on a toilet at first. I was taught laying in bed how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was something that came later with my strength and my core strength, learning how to sit
Mm-hmm.
up without, because you're on that toilet, you can't always be holding on to stuff if you need to do what you need to do
Yeah.
when you're in the
Mm-hmm.
toilet. So I had to learn that balance and stuff before I could, venture into. And when I was first injured going into that Chili's, that was when I had my aunt still coming into the bathroom and
Mm-hmm.
helping me. And there wasn't, like I said, room for me in my chair, let alone her. So we had to do it with the door open. It was, yeah,
Oh wow,
not appropriate at all.
no.
Yeah.
Oh
Hmm.
no.
Yeah. Thank goodness it was the last stall. So I didn't have, people walking back and forth. And
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is, especially if it's like you said, like a big chain, and oh no.
yeah, I was really surprised. That's one of the reasons we went to that restaurant because we figured, the smaller ones, because I honestly, I think it was like one of my very, very first times venturing out of the house, leaving the house on our own going. And my aunt, wanted to get me out, start
Mm-hmm.
getting back
Yep.
into the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was really it was an eye opener, being
Mm-hmm.
injured and, having that first experience like that. And being one of the first times out, it was like, "Is this what my life is gonna be like?" But
Yeah,
I've
that
learned that
must have
it's
felt like
they're not all
terrible
like
for you.
that. Yeah. I'm learning, where to go. Like, well, when I travel, tell you what, the new rest stops, are great. Now, the older ones, what state is that? Is it Ohio? There's one state that it's like I don't even stop in. I will go to a restaurant rather than their rest areas because the
Um,
toilets are so small. They're made for people more that are like can't get up off of a toilet, so they need, like my mother. My mother needs the bars to get up.
oh yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
their stalls are made like that, and it's like I can't use those. But most states seem to have new toilet, like new facilities. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for years they tore down all of our rest stops, our driving rest
Oh.
stops. They
Mm-hmm.
tore them down
Mm-hmm.
and made them into picnic areas. They didn't have toilets because I think they were having so much vandalism and bad things going
Mm-hmm.
on. But I've noticed, in the last 10 years driving back and forth to Pennsylvania, that the states are getting new ones. Yeah, yes, Janet, I can fly. I like to fly Southwest because Southwest has doors on the plane that I can take my
Mm-hmm.
wheelchair right onto the plane. All the other airlines, their doors are smaller, so they have to
Yeah.
put me on those small little carry chairs, and that's embarrassing. I don't know why, but it's embarrassing to have somebody have to carry you to your seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like Southwest because I can roll right onto the plane, right into the first row, transfer, and then they can take my wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
Yeah.
been very lucky they have not done any damage because that's a big thing in the
Yeah.
wheelchair world is the damage that airlines do
Yeah.
and how
Mm-hmm.
hard it is to get them to pay. Which I think that they should have standards of the airlines take pictures of your chair. Make the airlines responsible. They take pictures of the chair before they put it on that airplane. And if they do, and then you're going to have damage. You're going to have a before picture that the airlines themselves took,
Yep.
and then, and then the after, wait a second, my wheel is falling off. You know,
Mhm.
this needs repaired. And then oh, did you guys just see her stretch? It's so hard to see her. She's
Mm, little cutie.
um it's so sad because, let's say you fly somewhere and there's not a wheelchair uh company around. They have to
Yeah.
ship the chair out to get it fixed. What are you going to do on your vacation? You don't have your own chair. So,
Yeah. And it's so much to think about when traveling. Other than just having your clothes and everything. It's so much. At least.
I have a list. I have a
Yeah.
list that I go down when I travel. But now I've been traveling a lot, so that help, with going on a boat and stuff. Like when I go to my sister's, I have my medical supplies I've always left. Like I have a big
Mm, yeah.
package of catheters, which if they're expired, at least I have some until I can get someone to ship me some. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
at least I have some and I don't have to panic on where I'm going to get them and stuff. So I always leave a box up there of 30, when I go up there and throw the expired ones away, give her another set and stuff like that. So, Janet, do you use a wheelchair for mobility? Is that why? Why? Are you flying somewhere? Are you going on vacation?
Oh,
Oh,
there.
that's funny, Willow. Yep, they do that, don't they? Yeah, I don't with an electric chair, I bet you it's hard to fly. Has your daughter flown?
No, we
No.
haven't. We haven't.
Yeah.
And part of it is because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. That has to be a lot more. I would be, because they're heavier. So I would
Yes, they
think that
are.
that would be harder to travel with, to get it onto the plane and people, you only get so much training. And I did that job for a little while, and you only get so much training on, like that. To be honest, I would think your wheelchair really an electric wheelchair definitely should be one of the
Oh,
very first things on the
mhm.
plane, because
Yeah.
it should be
Mhm.
tied down. Oh, we lost a picture of you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I just. Oh, it's.
Sweetheart.
Hopefully I'm back.
You are back.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. So much to think about other than just having fun traveling. That's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like to travel and to get a hotel room. Like I've gone into the hotel room and showed up and for my handicap room, and they'd given it to somebody else. And I'm like, I had this booked for a handicap room. I wasn't just getting it to have space. And they
Oh.
had to move a couple out of it. Um, they needed it. The gentleman, I guess, needed it to take a shower or something. And I was like, I need it just to live.
Just behave.
You know?
Yeah. Mhm.
And I had it booked. And I always book it, and then if I do it online, I always put a little note in there that I am a wheelchair user, and that I need the wheelchair, because they will give those rooms away, because people will go in there and say, because they're bigger rooms.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that drives me nuts.
It's so strange that they can do that. Just and I don't know.
Oh, Shannon just filled my bird feeder. Woohoo!
Oh.
There you go, Janet. Yep, that's I would do that too up at my mother's. Oh, you took that away. If you took it away because you spelt something wrong, close, I think. We know what you meant. We know what you meant.
Oh, she's thinking about if it turns that way in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
We'll never know.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, Janet, I try. Like I wanted to keep I did have a shower chair up at my family's house, and my brother-in-law decided to take it up to their camp so that they don't have running water at the camp, so they were using it as a toilet. I was like, Dawn, she's like, oh,
Oh,
another
what?
one, and I was like, well, you should have bought me another one before I got here.
What?
I mean, it wasn't an expensive one, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, you were. Oh, yeah. I was thinking because here in Sweden we get those kind of things free if you're
Yeah,
disabled,
yeah,
or not really free because we pay taxes and things and that covers it all. But
right.
um, if you need anything,
Yeah.
it's free.
Yeah,
and,
it's kind of
and
silly how the things that I get covered and what things don't. Things that I need outside of the house are not covered. So if I had mobility around my house, I wouldn't have a wheelchair, but because I'm a paraplegic, I need it. But like, let's say elderly people, if they're able to move around their house without a wheelchair, then they're not covered to get a wheelchair. But
Mhm.
or so if or if they need a wheelchair because they can't do their grocery shopping. She got right back on that book. Like they want to do their grocery shopping, but they can't walk all that way. They won't they won't give you you're not qualified for a wheelchair outside. It's for outside of the home.
Mhm.
You have to be.
Yeah, here everything is free for kids, but you have to, like, as an adult, you have to have like a doctor's, uh,
Yeah, medically
something
necessary,
like,
like,
yeah, kind of, yeah, something like that, because it has changed for our daughter since she became an adult. Or
mhm.
18 is the age here in Sweden.
Yeah.
So she can't get as much of things, but the necessary things, like she needs to eat, all those kinds of things,
Uh-huh.
toilet, all those kinds of things are covered. Breathing, if necessary,
Mhm.
those kinds of things are covered, and she gets however many things of everything she needs. So
Yeah.
the basic things are definitely covered. um, but
Now,
then
does she get like is she on a tube diet or does she eat?
yeah,
Yeah.
she eats, but everything has to be like mashed.
Okay.
But the like 95% of the things she eats are through the tube.
Uh-huh.
You
And
know,
now
they,
does the government pay for that food? You were saying
yep,
food. That's what, oh,
yeah,
okay.
they
Oh,
do.
great. That's great. That's great.
She gets that for free. Yeah.
That's great.
Hmm.
And that yeah, even as an adult,
Yeah, that's
wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Because it's like, they look into like what's the basic human right kind of thing. So
Mhm.
eating, toilet, breathing, in some ways you have like, mobility
Mhm.
type things are also included, but that depends on what's the disability, how
Right.
much it affects you and things. But
Right.
mhm.
Huh. Very good. Janet, do you know, is England a lot like that with for people that have disabilities and their what they get from the government?
I'm just reading Heather's comment there. Definitely agree. I definitely agree. She said that you,
Oh,
Rebecca, are a strong, positive woman, and I admire you.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that, but geez, I'm just trying to live. I can't. I was telling my son just the other day that you only get this one life, and you can't waste it because when you're gone, you're gone.
Yep.
You too, Mrs. Gigi. They said Mrs. Gigi is a strong, positive person for sure. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe she's sleeping right here.
Look at her.
I know. She's a
She's
mess.
definitely like a fur ball, curling up.
Hmm. At least the white paint on her leg mixes in with those little fluffy things. Those little white fur that I was talking about that sticks out on her.
Mhm. Oh, Janet says yes, it's like Sweden.
Very nice. Very nice.
Hmm. Yep. In that sense, we are fortunate to have
Mm-hmm.
that.
I think I'm going to put this on here.
It's like one of those, like, I wish I could just poke my finger straight through like this and just.
And touch. I know, and she's so stinking soft. You just love it. I can't. I've never like. Usually, kittens will grow out of that softness. So I wonder.
Mhm.
I wonder if she's going to grow out of that.
Yeah, some do, but I'm thinking, yeah,
I'm
I'm
hoping
thinking,
she doesn't. I hope not. I
my
want her to stay nice and stuffy.
you have to have one of those rag dolls. They are really, really
Oh,
soft.
yes. Yes. Well, with the way her ears that she has these long, like the fur off her ears. Let's measure it.
Oh,
Like coming off, it's like 3/4 of an inch. She has these long fur, like
wow.
at the point of her ears. So I'm wondering if she has some Maine Coon in her. I wonder if she's going to get really big. That would be really cool. But they're, Maine Coons are huge.
Hmm.
But I,
Mm-hmm.
were you and I the ones that were talking about that?
No, I don't. I don't know. It might have been my memory's so bad sometimes. I don't
There was
remember at
somebody I
all.
was talking about with that I was like, I wanted a Maine Coon and I was looking into them, but they're an expensive cat.
Oh,
They're not just a.
yeah, you showed like pictures of different. Yeah,
Okay, then
uh,
maybe so it was, but so she ends up being that. That'd be really cool if she has some Maine Coon in her, but um, I won't be getting one now that I have her.
mhm.
This will be all until somebody passes because
Yeah,
I think four is enough.
yes.
I'm not going to go do what I did last time. Nine was too many. Nine was too many because what happened honestly is they were more pack animals than pets. You know,
Oh no, that.
I had a couple that were very that were loving and stuck around us, but
Mhm.
honestly, the majority of them were more secluded and hung out
Yeah.
by themselves in the garage because we had like a play area for them in the garage and they had all their life was in the garage pretty much. We had a cat door. I put a cat door on, but there
Mhm.
was probably four of them that were like, I'd rather be in here than with humans. So
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, I think once you start getting they start packing up.
Oh, I'm reading a little bit of comments. Heather has, or is it? She's working on a 365 book,
Oh,
and it says to design a cushion.
oh,
They are talking about pillows and cushions.
a cushion is on your couch, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah, that's what I'm
pillows are
thinking.
on your bed.
On the bed, yeah, on the bed, or
You can have designer cushions on your. Well, I guess we also have throw pillows, though. I wonder if a throw pillow is the same as a cushion. They're like
I
smaller
would
pillows that
I would say it is.
you
Or,
would call that a cushion, like a little pillow that you design
yeah,
and you throw it on your. That's I
yeah.
think why they're called throw pillows is because you throw cushion.
I'm kind of thinking like cushion is the British word and throw pillow is an American version of it.
Okay.
I don't know, but that's just how I kind
Well,
of.
what would you got? Do you guys have different? Do you have names for those or? 'Cause I know some countries
No,
there's just not a
no,
name for that.
no, it's just like a
It's
smaller pillow.
so it would be a small pillow on your couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And immediately, my brain started thinking, IKEA, what do they call
Oh,
them?
right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The IKEA. They have a lot of covers. You can buy all the different
Yeah.
covers for your
Hmm.
throw pillows. I think I have one from IKEA. I have the coolest lampshade that I bought at IKEA. It's in my bedroom. It's real floral. It's very like boho-y or um,
Oh, is it the one with big flowers and smaller
it's
flowers? Like,
embroidered on it.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that one I've seen it. It
I,
was
they don't
beautiful.
have it anymore because I wanted another one, and
Hmm.
I bought it years ago.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, years ago, 15 years ago, probably, if not longer ago. And
Mhm.
it has traveled around with me, and I never used it. I never used it. And then finally, here, I made Shannon hang it up for me. So we have it in the bedroom, and I have it hooked up to Alexa, so Alexa can turn it on and off for me.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I put these. I don't know why. I just kind of liked these, and I wanted to use them. So now I have the backs, but I can do something.
Ooh. Are those like magazine? No, it's not magazine, is it? Or what is what?
It's a stamp.
Oh, that one. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
just
wow,
cut on
wow.
apart. Fun. I just thought that was fun. I definitely, that's more my style of stamps if it's something unusual. Maybe that's why I like the naked people.
Uh-huh.
And I have, or the eye. This will probably look good on one of these too. Should I do the eye, kitty kitty? I can't believe she's still sleeping.
Have you ever done like a steampunk journal? Because those would be like,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
No, I haven't, but yeah, I would like to. Beth and I had kind of talked. She wants to do one. Beth just rushes so much with journals. I don't know if I could keep up if we were to do
Oh,
a journal
okay.
together. She like she can get on. She starts a project, and it's like she wants to finish it. And me, I'm like, I'm working on a journal for 3-4 years.
Oh, oh no, I'm a little bit more like Janet. Like this
Or
one I
wait,
made.
Beth. I meant Beth. If I said Janet, I meant Beth.
Oh no, no, I meant. I think it was
Oh, are
me. I
you the
think.
one? That's okay. Whoever it was, we both didn't mean Janet.
Yeah, me when starting, I made this one in 2 days. I think it was.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah.
so I'm a little bit like her,
I
but
mean,
I don't know.
you guys follow me, I work on it and work on it and work on it.
Yeah, I do have journals like that too. But when for this one, it was like a certain project I wanted to have like, I knew it was B, something B, and it became like an altered book.
Maybe I don't want it to be finished because then it's done. You know what I
Could
mean?
be,
Like,
could definitely.
I don't want to have it done. I want to keep working on it.
Hmm. In one sense, this you could say that this is just the base because I
Yeah.
haven't really, I haven't written in it. I haven't added
Oh, I
anything
really
to
like
it.
that. How did you just ink the the
Oh,
edges?
this, yeah,
Yeah,
I inked it all the way around like
I
this.
love it. It
Hmm.
looks really like an old book. Very nice.
So it's all kinds of pockets and things in here. And then I do have ephemera, like tags and things, but I haven't put it in here yet. So I just had fun making it.
I love it. It looks great.
Yeah, it was fun. So that is kind of like this was it is a little bit of a bee, some sort of bee elements in here on some of the pages. but I don't know what to do with it. I'm making a lot of journals meant to be used by me only. But I have so many now that I don't really know what to do.
Well, I'm not good at writing in journals. And did you see Carol's journal? It's inspired by somebody else, and I don't know who or how, but she said so and so's type of journal, and she made these little circles on the page, and in the circle it said I can't remember right now. Heard, like
Uh-huh.
I heard some, what I heard. And then she had these little arrows to other circles. And she just wrote in those other circles of things she heard on that day or that week or whatever.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
there was another circle that said something seen, let's say, or saw,
Mhm, mhm.
and then she had arrows of different things. And I thought that now is a way I could journal that way. That's really a neat idea. Like to have like a more of a flow chart than sit there
Mhm.
and write a paragraph, because I'm more like, like I heard, and you
Yeah.
could say something maybe you heard on the news or what's going on in that day or something. I thought, boy, that's neat. And she did them in different colors, so it ended up being like an art page.
Yeah, that's how I use my monthly. Like I have like a little diary type journal. The flower one that I'm making for May.
Uh-huh.
That is, how I use mine,
Okay.
and then write a little, maybe like a sentence or two, like a diary type thing.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just add in whatever I feel like that day. It's not really anything special at all. But then I like to create journals, like the process of creating journals, not necessarily use them, but I kind of like to create. So they are just laying here waiting to be used. It's to the point that I can give each and every one of you one if you if you
You can
like.
send out journals to everybody.
Yep. It's um, I like making them. For me, it has always been like the process, not the finished product or not the finished painting or whatever
Yeah,
you're making. Mhm.
I think that's me. I like the process, so I don't want to finish it because then the process is over. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. As of right now, I have these uh, like right in front of me, never used. Not even touched. I have this little one. I have this thing. So I could definitely. I'm actually going to um, send it out to you because I cannot this thing. There are so many not even touched. This that I don't even know it's a little bit of a boho type style. So I have so many, and I know that I'm not going to use all of them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, mine is more the process than than using it. That I guess maybe though that's why some people sell them and use it as their make an income off it, because they like making it, but they don't want to use it. Hey, Dana. I mean that's just a thought. That's my thought process.
Yeah, I totally get that, but this is just for fun, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely not going to
Yeah.
sell them because if you would. like pay 50 cents or $1 in shipping maybe, but you know,
Yeah.
it's not really.
That's when I do my sales, my what I make. I mean, there's been some that I have sold, but I didn't realize that they were in the packet. You know what I mean? It was like, oh,
Oh,
I didn't even know
mhm.
I put that in there. But normally those are what I give away. I give them away free. You know, the things I've made. You
Mhm.
said the kitten's new bed. I know she's laying on my book. She's making it hard for me to do much of anything.
Oh, wow. Little kitty. Little
You get to
kitty.
watch Mrs. Gigi create and the kitten sleep.
Yep. Oh, it's
I like
so.
being in here creating. Shannon's doing all the work. She's out there vacuuming now.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that.
So I'll stay in here as long as I can.
Let's see, I'm thinking of, we do definitely need to add some more to this.
Oh, is Heather leaving?
Oh no, Candace going to work.
Oh,
Oh,
she's the kiddos. Yeah.
have a
I
beautiful
probably already
day.
missed her. Bye, Candy.
Mhm.
Teach them something fun. Or beat them, whichever.
No, don't listen to Becca. No, don't listen to her.
Oh, the little girl that I was a nanny for
Mm-hmm.
had her third baby yesterday, and gave it the middle name is her mom's name. So that's so sweet.
Oh.
The middle name is Lorraine. The first name, Kennedy. Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kennedy Lorraine. Big baby. 7 pound 9 ounces. Although I think Gatton was 7 pounds 9 ounces. Is that something you're supposed to remember, the weight of your baby? You're
Um,
you
no.
have more than me. I only have one. So is it bad that I don't remember the weight of my one baby? I don't know. It wasn't important to me. He was healthy. That was what
Yeah.
was.
Mm-hmm. I have more, yeah, because the kids, they are sometimes asking about it, especially now when they got a cousin. You know, it was
Oh,
3 weeks ago they got a new cousin,
yeah.
and they're like, oh, how much did I weigh, and how this
Now
and
that
that.
they're interested in it, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh,
I'm like, oh, no
that's
clue,
important.
I cannot remember. And the height, and one thing, the time, the
Oh,
exact
yeah.
time when they were born. I'm like, I definitely remember two of them because, and the funny thing is, the first one, the first one is one that you kind of always remember, but
Yeah.
the third one, the funny thing was with that, it was 10 minutes before the Idol final, and I'm like, oh no, I've been looking the whole season. I cannot film, I need to look at the final. And it should have been 10 minutes before.
There are some things that are just important in life.
Yeah. Yep.
I didn't waste my a whole year watching this show and not see. Baby, you better figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm like, no, not today. Literally, that is so crazy now when thinking back on it. I'm like, seriously, JJ, I was like, what are you thinking about?
Hey, you had your priorities straight. That's all.
Yep. Hmm.
That's funny.
And at one point, I was thinking like, oh no, I cannot handle this anymore. Uh, and seriously thinking about a C-section or anything, I need to look at the I'm like, no, that was.
Oh
Uh,
my goodness.
and yeah, it was a thing. Oh, the grandbaby. Oh, it's
That's
just
a
a
pretty
couple.
eight and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, when I was in hospital, and of course, I don't know the size of the baby or anything, but I remember a mom coming here with her baby,
Uh-huh.
and she just looked at me and like, he was big, and the size. And then she realized, okay, he was as big as like a 2-3 month old, literally, and he was, and I'm like, oh, I cannot even imagine the feel.
I
Uh,
know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, my sister with twins, her babies were actually they were both over 5 pounds, her twins. So they were nice
oh,
sized twins. But I can't imagine, having to do that twice in one day. I
hmm,
would think the second one would be a little bit easier. Your body knows what's going on,
yeah,
hopefully.
yeah,
And she did it without meds because she's in a small town. And
hmm,
once she told them that she wanted to, you know, do it without any anesthesia, and they were like, well, okay, they're going home. And by the time my sister changed her mind, because I also changed my mind once I got going, the anesthesiologist was too far. They couldn't come back and give it to her in time to have the baby. So
oh,
they were like, nope, nope, go for it,
oh,
because
oh,
you're too late.
oh, and
Oh,
look now what Heather wrote.
I just seen
Wow,
that 12-pound baby.
wow, that must have been something. Oh.
Cheese and crackers. Uh-uh.
Mhm.
Nope. By that point, that baby's part of you. Just keep it in there.
Mhm.
Just
Yep.
keep it in there at that point. You ain't coming out, baby. Nope. You found your home.
And that was without a section. I, presume like
Yeah. Well, I wonder. Yeah. Yeah, because there's only, you can only, your body can only let something so big out. Just saying.
Mhm.
I'd be afraid of stress on the mama and all that.
Yeah.
Heck, just with mine, they were worried about blood loss. With me, I had to get blood.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was a C-section. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, that would have been, yeah, would have been just something extra if it was. Yeah.
I would have been like, you better be taking this out C-section.
Mhm. Yep. Absolutely.
Was your baby's natural, or did you have sections with any of them?
No, they were natural, with for four of them there were no meds, but the fourth one I had to have.
You're like, okay, I've done this enough.
Yep.
I know, I know I can do it without the meds. Let's get the.
It was necessary
Yeah.
for other reasons. So
Ah,
he didn't feel, they were like, needs to get out now, like
uh-huh.
literally like now, and so I
Yeah.
had to just get a little extra help.
Baby, you're not welcome here no more. Time to go.
Yep. Now it kind of feels strange when thinking about the next thing for us would be like grandbabies.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And you're not ready. And
No,
and neither are your children.
no, definitely not. And the thing was, as we got them kind of early,
Mhm.
I was like 18. So talking to, we are in a like a special situation, of course, with our
Mhm.
kids. Normally you're like, sitting down, talking to your kids. Don't get your kids early because you need,
Right.
and uh, I couldn't say that because we got ours early. So, Mhm.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Is it the thing like in the US that there are like lots of teen moms?
It goes in spurts. Like there's like generations where it's like a lot, and then it seems to go that maybe that generation like says teaches the kids well, and then it's forgotten about, and then it's so. I mean, yes, but it doesn't seem like it's an epidemic right now. But there's definitely generations where it's like an epidemic where there's like all these children with being pregnant. And I also
Mm.
think maybe the different, like in the different locations of
Yeah,
the country
yeah, of
too.
course.
Probably in
Mhm.
the bigger cities, maybe inner cities, you see it a lot more than maybe out here in the country. We don't see it as much. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's what I would think. Like, yeah, it's here, but not, I don't, as much as maybe in the inner cities.
Hmm. It's like where I live in this tiny little village.
Are you waking up?
They they get kids kind of early, and then they have like a lot of kids. So here where I live, we have 5 kids. That's a small family.
Oh, yeah? Is that small? Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
We have friends that have like 7, 8, 9, even up to
Wow,
like 12 kids. So
wow.
yeah, having 5 here
Yeah,
where I
you're
live.
having that many kids, you're either rich and you can tell 'em, or you're poor. And you the
Yeah.
middle class usually doesn't have, there's very, I think, less, middle class people that have that many kids
Mhm.
because kids are expensive. So,
They are definitely. They are. No, and I don't know. It's when we lived in the second largest city here in Sweden, uh, you know, there were like we had friends that had like 1 kid or no kids,
yeah.
things like
Mm.
that. And now when we have moved, most of the new friends that we have gotten have a lot of kids. And like,
Hmm.
oh, you only have 5?
Thing.
That's
You
kind of fun.
you only have 5? Now,
Hmm.
generation-wise, my grandmother had, 9, and
Hmm.
my grandmother's generation, they had a lot of kids. It was very normal to have that many, but I think, my generation definitely in the probably, my mother's generation, I mean, that was
Hmm.
like when 2, 3 kids, I
Yep.
think, and then, um, my generation, I think we're still at, I think that's very normal. I think it's 3.4 kids is the average American family, 3.4 kids, I believe.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm. Yeah, it's something like that here too, I think.
when it's all averaged out.
Hmm.
But I think this next generation, like the kids that were born in 2000s, the early 2000s, my son's maybe generation, and a little bit 90, late 90 kids.
Hmm.
I think they're too selfish. I mean, these are the kids that won't hold the door open for you,
Yep.
or like I've said before, they won't even say, excuse me, because I mean,
Mhm.
I was flat out told, if you don't show respect to me, I'm not going to show respect to you.
Yep.
What in the world? Willow says 2.3.
Oh,
Oh, that's
two.
the old American age. But yeah, I mean, I'm blown away at that generation that they, no wonder you feel they're rude because they're not even, you and I had a talk with Gatton. I said, Gatton, I said, you respect your elders until
Mhm.
you have a reason not to. If they're rude to you, then you don't have to open the door to them, or if they're not, screaming and yelling at you, or they're being totally disrespectful, then no. But you being younger should be respectful first.
Mhm.
Open that door, and you should say thank you and you're welcome. This whole generation of not saying you're welcome is absolutely
Yep.
ridiculous. There's just it's like, where is the kindness? But then they want kindness. They want the world to show them,
Yep.
all this thing. And it's like, but if you don't come out, if you're not kind first, how is the world supposed to be kind?
Mhm.
So I was trying to explain that to him, that's so important. Just the opening of a door for somebody. People walk past me, and I think it's just so rude. It's like, you can't take 2 seconds out of your day to open up that door, you
Yeah.
know?
It's
I
like common sense, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and it's like, well, I didn't do it for them, so why should they do it for me? Where did and I pray that that generation doesn't have kids, because if that's how you're gonna raise your kids,
Oh, that's gonna
I
be
don't wanna
horrible.
another
No.
generation of that, that way. I
Mhm.
don't understand where it has come from to be so just rude. I mean, I understand to the point of they want to be shown respect, but you're not going to get and this is what I told Gatton, you're not going to get respect if you don't have respect. Period.
Mhm. Yep.
You have to start somewhere. And and these people want to change the minds of the older generation. You're not.
Mhm.
You're not going to change the minds of the older generation. So work on your generation. That's just something that I have learned growing up. I'm not going to change my mind the way my grandmother thinks about situations, but or even my mother, but she can still love. Let's say, I will use my situation on being married to the same sex. I will use that.
Mhm.
Neither my mother or my grandmother agree with it, but they love me, so they're going to accept me. That doesn't mean that they're going to accept other people
Yep.
because they
Mhm.
don't love them, but they're not going to disrespect them. Well, my grandmother might, but my grandmother's 90.
Yeah.
So, but this generation is like, that doesn't give them the right, just their age. Yeah, it does. Their world
Mhm.
was totally different 90 years ago.
Yeah.
And your world, when you're that old, you're going to see that the world is totally different 90 years ago.
Mhm.
So leave that 90-year-old alone and know that she's not a bad person for the way she thinks. It's just the world was different 90 years ago.
Yep.
They had to eat trash. Pray to God that you never have to eat trash. Pray to God that you're
Mhm.
not scrounging for food, because that's what pray that there's not
Mhm.
a world war, because
Yep.
your mind will be blown. Americans are definitely spoiled, Mrs. Gigi, and I know that. We are spoiled to the point that I want to smack some of these people sometimes. The things that they say it's like, are you crazy? Do you not know anybody? There's the internet. Go learn other cultures and other people and what
Mhm.
they have to live with. Shannon talks about, her going to war taught her so much about
Yeah.
how people live, you know. So yeah, old people get grumpy with age. Right. Well, my
Yeah.
mother told me, my grandmother told her about a month ago, she ain't cooking no more. She cooked and had dinner on the table at 4 o'clock every day for my grandpap for 70 years, and she
Mhm.
isn't cooking no more. That's what she told her, and she's not. So my mother is needing to cook, and she's been taking food over to the house for my grandpap to eat. But I agree. She's done it for. And that's something too that this generation, they don't understand that. My grandma stayed home, raised 9 kids, where my pap went to work, made 50 cents a week to raise
Yeah.
her family, and she had to make dinner and feed all those kids every day at the same time. There wasn't going out to dinner or grabbing food at the restaurants on any corner.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. So, they, of course, their mind frame is different, and their voting style for in political situations is going to be different. But
Hmm.
there's a generation out the generation, it's like that 28, 29, 30, that age group. That's the one that I'm thinking about. That's the kid that I call him a kid. I can't believe, but he's the
Yeah, that's
one.
kind of when you realize you are getting old
Yeah,
yourself.
right.
Because I
Uh-huh.
feel the same way.
When you call them
Mhm.
that. But that's the age that told me that about the whole, respect thing. And, they want to change the minds of these adults. And it's like, but you don't know what they have lived through and why they stand for those
Mhm.
beliefs, you
Yeah.
know? So and it rolls back to respecting that person's, the way that they believe, and not trying to change their mind, accepting what they believe, and move on from it. I accept that people don't believe the same way as I do, but I can still be friends with them and I can still respect them. I just
Yeah.
believe the way that they believe. And until their belief interferes with my life, you know.
Mhm.
Anyways, there's my rant for about being spoiled. That goes for me too. I know I'm spoiled. I know I am very blessed to have things in my life that I have
Mhm.
that others can't even imagine having, you know. Come on, my computer's gonna die if this doesn't find the power cord.
Oh no.
It won't.
Mhm.
There it goes. I can't believe she's still sleeping. She's gonna be up for hours driving us nuts.
Oh, wanting to play like in the
Mhm.
middle of the night or something.
She's a baby. She's growing. She needs her sleep.
Yeah.
All right, Willow, thank you so much. Thanks, Willow, for being here and hanging out with us.
We're talking a lot today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but that's like some days are like that. You just have to, you know. Like I heard a couple of days ago, Mrs. Gigi, you need to write a book.
Mm.
And I have a topic. I know exactly what to write about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then just doing it, I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing. But perhaps
Yeah.
you have to write a book.
Yeah, you should write a book.
So,
I think so many people have great stories to tell. Um, and it would be so great to hear them. My neighbor wrote a book about growing up and living in our small town and stuff. Though it wasn't it was actually the mother wrote the book. So she was a teacher. She was a speech therapist, and she worked in the school district and stuff. And she wrote about that, and she wrote about living in her home that she still lives in, and she was
mhm.
a foster mom, and she talked about being a foster mom in a small town, and it was quite interesting, her life story.
Yeah.
She was from Canada, a Native American, or Native. I guess it wouldn't be American. What is it? And hate to use Indian, but an Indian from Canada.
Mhm.
Janet might know that. She's in Canada, I believe. But that's her native, is a is that. So she wrote about that and growing
Oh,
up here, and it was,
how
yeah, it was quite interesting. I grew up next to her my whole life and didn't know a lot of it.
hmm kind of feels now that First
First
Nations.
Nations.
Oh, is that like
I
the
guess that's what
Canadian?
Indian Native Americans, maybe First Nations.
Oh,
Very interesting. And she might have used that. I didn't. I don't know how she wrote it, but
yeah, it could have. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that. And that's kind of sad. Because I've been thinking about it because, knowing all of you in the crafting community,
mm-hmm.
um, and this might seem a little bit strange to some when I say it, but, to me, it's like all of you are Americans over there,
Mm-hmm.
in this, and I could
I,
see that you think the same about me and Europeans.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was born here. I was born here. I'm an American. I mean I'm nothing. Maybe my heritage. I have heritage from uh, Germany, and I found that
Mhm.
we found out my grandmother's side of the family is from Scottish,
Oh,
mostly
okay.
Scottish, which we didn't realize. We thought they were from England. So, but I guess that's all right there, isn't it? Isn't Scotland like right there? Are they
Yep.
connected? Scotland? Yeah. So
Yeah, Scotland, England, Wales at the.
yeah, they're all connected there. So
It is.
it very well might have just been, from teaching. Oh, your daughter-in-law. Interesting. Yeah. Shannon has, what did we talk? She say Cherokee in her, so she's her grandmother, I believe. Hmm.
It's kind of interesting when thinking about it. So this might be my weekend project. I feel like right now.
You started something.
Yeah, I have Scottish, Irish, and Swedish, and I had no idea. Oh,
And no idea what the other stuff is, huh?
I think isn't it like Heather has some Swedish in her, or even like closer, like a relative. I'm not sure.
Yes, she
Heather.
said her dad's family came from Sweden, Heather says. I
Oh,
think an hour or so from Gigi's dad grew up, I think she said.
oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Now when thinking about it, that's totally true. I remember now. Yep, I know exactly where it was. And isn't that kind of, strange in a way?
Small world,
Meeting up
right?
through crafting with Heather,
Mm-hmm.
and then, having my dad and her dad. That's kind of a
I
fun
think
thing.
so, yeah, very
Mhm.
much. Guess what I did? I sent out, I just seen this. If you were at my sale, guys, I don't think there's anybody here that I think it would be, but if you're missing 2 stamp pads that you bought from me, I will mail them to you. I need to send out an email to all my buyers. I have 2 stamp pads that somehow must have they're not they didn't make it. They didn't make it into the package. And I don't know. So if you're missing something, if you got your package from me and you're missing 2 stamp pads, let me know. My family came from Sweden and started a village called Swedberg in Missouri. There you go, Heather. Very neat. Very interesting.
Hmm. Is it like a village? No, like is it like a little town or a village as of right now? Like in
Is it still a
or
village?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because there are, I think I've been talking about like Vanessa. There are like a Swedish, or like a village near her
Oh.
too, with
Mhm.
some sort of like, back in the day they came.
Yep. Well, we have a hill in our area that's called Swede Hill. So I don't know where that's from. I don't know if that's a um if it was a name or what. Look at, I just noticed she's steampunky. I didn't realize that she's got gears and stuff as her dress.
Oh wow! Oh, wouldn't that be cool? No,
Yeah,
I
there's
would
gears
love
and
to make some sort of like a paper doll or something, but oh,
yeah. I just
yeah.
realized that she had that on her. Hmm. I just want to pet her, but I don't want her to wake up. The agony, the agony.
Mm-hmm.
I know better. I know better. Don't wake a sleeping baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's still there, but it's pretty small, Heather says.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that isn't that kind of cool? Hmm. Thinking now that I kind of want to, in perspective of all the flowers, I kind of feel like I want to add a bird, but it's not even going to be.
Hi.
That's going to be kind of strange. Oh, hello! Oh, she woke up.
She did. Hi, baby. Oh, perfect timing. She just woke up. Is there something going on with our septic? I seen you out there.
Yeah, it was running and it was bubbling out of the ground.
Oh,
Oh
So
no!
I don't know if there's a leak in the line with the head or
yeah. Did you call them, or are they
Yeah.
going to come out?
not until Monday. The guy's off vacation for
Oh.
the weekend.
Look how pretty you look.
Oh wow! Hopefully, nothing will happen through the weekend with it.
Because it was coming out of the head, but it was coming out of the ground too. But there was nothing coming out of the other sprinkler head.
How would it have cracked? Unless it cracked
So-
during the ice, or and we didn't, and it's just now, made it looser.
I would have noticed it going off. I don't know. But it shouldn't have been going off.
Right.
Spraying. So I talked to Adriana. How about they just got a new puppy,
Another new puppy?
a baby, and they named her Luna too.
No way.
Yeah. She's a black something
Oh,
furry.
that's funny.
Hmm.
That's Shannon's friends with our septic lady, the owner of the
Oh,
company.
okay.
She met her through, having issues and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So she got paint on her. I got most of it off, but she had it on her tail, and her tail she must have put on a leg, and her tail was stuck to her leg.
Did you try putting her in the thing?
I didn't even know it was there. She just woke up. She's been sleeping this whole time.
I don't know. I'm sure she'll be full of it.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
She's playing with
Got
it.
all the carpets vacuumed, most of the laundry done.
Look at
The bed
you.
stripped.
Wow. Go you.
Mm-hmm.
I told them I'm staying in here until you were done.
Well, it's like if I'm not going to go outside and work in the yard, then I better do something around the house to feel productive.
Oh,
700 people. That's a pretty nice little town. I think that's bigger than our hometown. 700. I think there's only like 6 something in Tiburon.
I don't know.
I wondered the pronunciation of if it's Berg or the Swedish version like Borg.
Let me make you pretty.
Borg in Swedish, if that's.
You can bite me. You better not.
Yeah, where I live, it's in the actual village, it's like 1,000 people, and then there are like bigger farms and things close by.
Uh-huh.
So with those, it might be like 1,500. So that's
I don't even. This town has grown so much by thousands, not just by 4 or 5 people. We have 1,700 new students in
whoa.
school
Huh. Mm-hmm.
in 1 year. That's crazy. They just bought land. It was just in the newspaper. They just bought land to build a third high school. The second high
Oh,
school isn't even built yet, and they're needing to build a third one.
oh, wow.
I know. I'm so glad Gatton. It's not at all what I wanted him to have, but I didn't have control on how fast this town was going to grow.
No, yeah, of course you didn't.
When I had him go out here, 12 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a nice small town, nice small school, so that he'll get some, get a good because it was one of the top schools in the whole state, the school
Oh,
district, and they're falling fast because teachers can't keep up, with that
mm-hmm.
kind of growth.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that we have this like literally really small school here. It's like
Mhm.
kindergarten to let's see, what is it? Like 5, 6, 7th grade.
Mhm.
And there is only like 175, 180 kids.
Yeah, that sounds like how I went to school, how Shannon and I
Mhm.
went to school. Yeah, I mean, our school was kindergarten through 12th, but still, and now the school is still there as a charter school, and they're literally, I think they're graduating with 8 kids this year.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Oh,
what are
wow.
you doing? What are you doing, silly girl?
Yeah, that was, the year when my youngest girl, when she started school, her class was, let's think about it. Her class was 15, 16, 17 kids.
Yeah.
The year after, there were only 3.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So and the year after that, they were like 11, I think it was, like 11 or 12.
Mm-hmm.
But that one with 3, like there are still only 3 kids. So that's kind of, but they had to do, they have some of the classes with older and younger because
Yes.
they are only 3
Yeah.
in that age group. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I graduated. Well, there was 19 in my class. Not everybody got a diploma. Not everyone passed, but there was 19 in my class. I think 17 of us graduated. Um,
Hmm. Yeah.
mhm.
Starting off with another green. No clue
So
what it.
I try to tell Gatton, I can't imagine. I can't imagine having that many kids. I cannot relate at all to you, and I'm sorry that I can't,
Mhm.
understand that big of a school and what you're going through.
Yeah, I was, raised and went to school like really small too. So yeah, and my husband too. So he grew up here in the school, and the kindergarten and everything was way smaller back then too. So yeah. 700 people. That's not really much. Almost feel, here it feels like, everybody knows everybody, but they are also related to each other.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
how my sister's town is. My brother-in-law, he is related literally to everyone. Dawn tells her kids, "You can't date because you're related to
Yeah.
everybody. You won't
Hmm.
know if you're related to them until, we look and see. So don't be
Yeah.
looking for to date anybody. related
Oh,
to
yeah.
somehow.
No, it isn't like that here. Not that small, but
Oh, it's yeah. Well, they live in a bigger town than I do, but his family is just so big. I guess there was like I found out after, years after they were married that I went to school with one of his cousins. I didn't, and now we're in two different towns, but I didn't even know his family is even spread over there. I guess there was like
Mhm.
19 kids or something. Like his
Yeah.
mom and dad or his grandparents had like
Mhm.
8 or something, and then they split and had whole
Oh,
new
and had
families
on
again.
the
So there's
oh.
like 19 kids in that generation, and then they had kids, and they all stayed in that area. So,
Mhm.
so the family is huge when you look at it that way. That yeah. So she's like, because I'll go to her house and she'll be like, and this is cousin so and so. I'm like, what? Well, they're really like a second cousin, but they're in the it's weird. It's weird. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, all right. All I know is they're related.
Yeah, for
They're
some of the families here, it's like that. I
yeah,
know one family has like 17 kids,
yeah.
and they have like their uncles because you know I think their mom and dad had like 10 siblings each, and
Uh-huh.
they are
Uh-huh.
all living here. So uncles and aunts and all over like the town. So
Yeah.
mm, yeah.
Yeah. Gonna get you. Gonna get you.
And I don't know if that is like good or bad, because the thing is like I am my husband's wife because
Oh,
he grew up here, so
yes.
all everybody knows him.
Oh,
They don't know me by name, they only know me by
right.
his name and
Husband's wife.
his
Mhm.
wife.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. You ready to get down? You ready
Yeah,
to get
like,
down? You want to say bye? Say bye, everybody. She's like, no, I don't want to.
I want to be up in your arms cuddling me. Yay,
Do you
more.
want down? If you want down, you have to let go. Okay. You have to potty. There's your potty. Nope. Okay. Don't get lost in my room. Oh man.
Mhm.
I'm watching to see
Finding
where she
like
goes. We'll leave
finding
these
like
up
a
there.
or something.
You gonna go find your sisters? Oh, she found a piece of Isabel's fur because Isabel's so fluffy she loses her fur in clumps, which is kind of nice because you can clean up. But
Hmm.
she found a clump of the hair and was playing. Come on, I'm gonna take her out in the living room because this room she could literally get lost in. I'll be right back, guys.
Hmm.
No, don't jump. You'll get
It's
hurt.
like one of those, I can hear you, but I cannot find you. Just imagining that. Where are you, little Luna? I can hear you.
Oh, you're pushing on your out? No, I just well, the baby is now. I don't know. She's right there.
Oh, thank you so much, Heather. I don't know if you heard that. I was, imagining like I can hear you, Luna, but I don't know where you are.
Right.
So,
That has happened. We've done that happened in the bedroom. We're like, where is she?
oh.
Here's that little meow.
Mhm.
I don't want her to come in here and get crunched.
Okay. Oh, Abby, you gonna come? Abby's coming in. No crunching for the baby.
Changing one cat for another.
Yep, Abby came in. Abigail. Abigail. She's like, well, why is that door shut? She didn't shut the door.
I was thinking about, I don't know if you've seen, but I've added bigger French knots here. I'm going to add a little bit of color to it too later
Love
on.
it. Yes.
Mm,
Very nice sewing. Nice stitches.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think to me, sewing is a little bit like, doodling.
Uh-huh.
Or to me, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't think that too much when sewing. It's just a matter of having fun creating something.
I think I'm about the same. I just think, oh, what stitch am I going to use? And then I go for it. That's the only, I think that I put into it.
Yeah.
Is your other wheelie thing come back in here yet?
Yeah. Yeah. It can come in here. He's on
Yeah.
a cleaning binge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe spring cleaning. I don't know. Or like she said, she
Yeah.
doesn't want to cut the grass, so she's keeping herself busy in the house.
Yeah, spring cleaning. That's the thing that we are going to do this weekend.
Do you get the kids to do their part, like in their bedrooms, go through their
Yeah,
clothes and
absolutely.
things, and
You
yeah,
know, to the extent that they can help, they definitely, that it's and I don't know about you, but for me, when having 5 kids, they kind of have to help,
oh
have
for
to,
sure.
yep, it's
Yeah.
definitely something that,
Yep, for sure. Thank you.
helping out with whatever they kind of can.
Boy, now, Mom. Huh?
So hopefully nothing will happen to your septic during the weekend then, because
Yeah.
no, we
Well,
don't want.
who knows how long it's been leaking, to be honest. It could have been, we don't, they come out quarterly, so every 3 months. Is that right?
Oh,
So they come out and they check the system. So I don't know, it doesn't look that green out there though. You would think that, like I was saying, you would see a green spot. Um,
mm-hmm.
so I don't know, but it's the first. I don't know. And nobody's been back there unless a deer stepped on it. Maybe we had it break once, but that's because our friend drove over it with their car. They didn't know it was there, and they drove over and broke it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know that anyone has been back there. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
and I was thinking, here sometimes you can say that, it's like the temperature, like freezing cold or something that
Yeah.
has,
Well,
create.
we did have a freeze, so maybe it froze it and it made it weak, and then maybe just the use of the water going through it broke the pipes. Maybe that's a
Mhm.
possibility, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, Heather has got your package. She says, "You have to
Oh,
show us. You have to show us in a video."
what you got? Yeah, because I don't remember.
Oh well, isn't that, yeah?
Are you missing any ink pads? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't want to watch the 6-hour video to find out who. I'm hoping somebody, just says, oh, that's me. I'm missing it. I ordered the.
No. And what did you say? Like 30 or, somewhat in that range buyers?
Oh
Because
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was about that. I'd have to go and actually, I didn't do an actual count, but well, I did do an actual count, but I didn't have everybody count done at that point.
Hmm.
That makes sense. So, yeah. I think I was up to 22 or something, and I wasn't done with adding everybody. So, hi Teresa C. Yeah, it could have been running on because we have those herds back there. So it very well could have been they just stepped on it wrong and shabam shaboom.
And I'm, you know, I don't know how it works with the insurance and things, but is everything covered? If you know, if it's, you know, something like that, or...
With that system, we have it all covered. Yes, it's like
Oh,
all.
okay, that's good, because, you know, I don't know, but it seems like those kind of things could cost like thousands and thousands of. Mhm.
Well, it's not the septic itself; it's the sprayer. So
Oh, okay, okay,
now
okay.
it would mean, I guess, if they had to dig up, like come and dig up the whole darn
Oh no,
pipe,
we don't want
that
that.
could probably, yeah, we don't want that. No. So
Oh, this
let's
one.
not even think about that. That's not what we
Mm-hmm.
want.
See what now? What did I do?
What did you do, Mrs. Gigi?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. So, are you going to try out sewing, or do you know a specific day or anything with sewing?
Well, we could try next. We could do it next week. I can bring my stuff in here, and I could be prepared next week to have it.
Yeah,
After
because,
we
you
do.
know, one thing that I thought of that would be kind of fun is to do the prompts, maybe use other prompts, you know, to
Oh,
sew them.
yes, we mentioned that one time. Yeah, we were talking about how to sew the prompts instead of do the prompts with the paper or whatever. Some
Mm-hmm.
of them we probably wouldn't be, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it might
Wouldn't
be
want to
that
use
we have
some of
to look through what kind of prompts we're using you know, in one way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We could try that. Why not? I'm not
Or
afraid of a challenge.
because that would be kind of fun. I've done like sewing prompts before, and it is definitely challenging in, you know, totally another way. But it is fun. It is definitely fun. And I like challenges. I definitely
Well,
like to.
Brand replaces heads. What the heck kind of heads does he have? I think ours are like, that was like $4 or something when we replaced it. And it's
What?
not a whole, it's not a sprinkler system. What we have, it's our septic. There's just two heads, and our waste goes into our septic system. There's three containers. It's the first container, and then the second container irrigates it and breaks it all up and lets the little bacteria and stuff, or no, maybe the first one's the bacteria, then the second one irrigates it all up, and then the third one is where it gets processed with chlorine, and then it goes out into my yard to two and sprays it. Septic head. I don't know what you're talking about, because we just have
Oh, wow.
a septic system around here. A brand new septic system starts at about $6,000, but that's not going to be.
Yeah. Now I feel like I need, because this was a big knot or something happening. So I feel like I have to have a magnifying glass or something, or have the whole thing really close to me, like I do. Oh, now I see. Now I know. This is going to take a little while to figure out. Or let's try another thing.
Yeah, I don't know what a septic system head is.
Neither small things, sounds really expensive. So that's why I was like, hopefully it doesn't cost you a fortune to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. What's going on? It won't cost too much. Just mainly because it's the sprinkler system part of it,
Hmm.
and it's pretty much gravity fed. So
Oh, that is good. That's good to know. Sorry, I need to like ask my
yeah,
daughter. Thing. Are you going there to the store, or what are you? Or what are you buying? Uh huh.
yeah. We
Okay.
have a system where it takes our waste and it sprays it into our yard.
Why are you going to? Sorry, I'm still talking
No,
to
you're
my
fine.
daughter. Varför ska du köpa det?
Jag vill ha äpple, vet du, så jag är på äpple.
Men vi har väl äpple i papperspåsen?
Vet du, äpplen och
Aha!
äpplen.
Aha, okej. Sorry, okej. Förlåt.
Thanks for
Sorry,
visiting.
förlåt.
Sorry, Nils, förlåt.
Förlåt, ja.
Men hallå, va?
Nej, men det finns väl inte. Det finns väl inte. Jag har fört över pengar. Du får föra över pengar. It's getting a little bit confused in my head sometimes. Like I'm talking English to you. My husband, sometimes talk, both English, both Swedish and German to the kids. And now, my brain is kind of.
Good for you that you can even do it. I don't know if I would be able to do all those languages in my head. What do they call Spanglish when there's a lot of people that speak Spanish and English together? Some of the words they'll use English and then they'll be talking and it goes to Spanish and back to English. And
Yep. We used to have it like that when the kids were small, when they didn't realize which language to use.
Oh, yeah.
But now they're like, okay, we can talk Swedish, English with me, actually. And so in English, of course, with my husband too. But then usually it's German with my husband and Swedish and English.
Is he native German or he's
from Switzerland? Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
And from the German part of Switzerland. So he's fluent in German, or Swiss German, that is, because that's a little bit different than.
Yep. Just like Puerto Rican Spanish and Spanish and
yep.
Mexican Spanish.
Yep. But it's kind of nice for the kids, to be able to speak. Like one of our kids now have, like I've told you, I or at least I think she has like English, Swedish, German, and then she learns like Japanese from YouTube, but she's really good at it.
Wow.
So, originally, like from birth, she has 3 languages. And then she has Japanese from YouTube that she's learning, and then Spanish in school. So, all those languages, right, like from start. And that's kind of nice to have.
Yeah, it is. Opens up so many doors for her if she wants to travel and.
Yep.
And a lot of times, a lot of those languages, if you can just learn the basics, you can learn the native language then wherever you go.
Yeah.
You can at least get the basics to where if you're traveling is what I mean. What I'm trying to. You can. I didn't realize how.
Yeah, her dream is to go to Japan. So
Japan would be a really cool place to go.
Yep.
the culture
I'm
is
like, okay,
incredible.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Japan or I don't know about China, but Japan is
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go to China.
like Japan is like high tech to me, like really
Yeah.
high tech and
Very
high,
intelligent. Individuals seem to be very intelligent and
yeah,
a step above a lot of everything. I think like a step above America, like not just everybody. They're like
yeah.
they're forward thinking. Is that what I'm trying
Yeah,
to?
and I wonder, with the IQ, like I don't know in America, but the normal IQ for the population type
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
I wonder what that is in some Asian countries,
Yeah. I do too.
because I'm not sure, but to me it's kind of like and then of course the way they teach might not be something that I kind of I don't know. It is a little bit into teaching like 2-year olds and
Yeah.
starting like really really young. It might not be for the best, at least not for everything.
Yeah. I agree with that for sure.
Oh, Heather's got to go. Have a
Oh,
beautiful rest of your day, Heather.
yes. Enjoy your weekend if I don't see you anywhere.
It's so strange to me. My son told me when he came home from school, like, "Oh, this week is it like what happened? Is it already Friday?" And that's exactly how I feel. Like the beginning of the week, like, "Oh, it's Monday." Yeah, I'm one of those like, "Oh, this week is going to be happening." At least here in the family, it was so much happening throughout the
Mhm.
week. And then like suddenly Friday evening. So
It's here.
it kind of felt nice to have this week kind of over with in one way.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah,
You made it. You made it.
there's a lot of things planned, a lot of fun things and a lot of not so fun things, but it's it's hmm. Those prompt cards going to be so fun to look into, especially what kind of prompts you've chosen for them.
I don't
Are
know.
those ones that we're going to kind of be able to use when sewing? Or is it like,
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. They're in the other room. I should have brought them with me, but yeah, I don't know. Like what the like maybe. I'm sure some of them are. I'm sure some of them are because a lot of our drawing ones are. So, yeah,
yeah,
because it's like zigzag. We can sew a zigzag.
yeah,
I'm trying to think of some of the ones I wrote down that I was like, oh, dots. We can sew dots.
yeah.
Um, hmm. What else was on there?
I like the um I was on with Beth.
Oh yeah,
Um,
last week, right? I seen some of
yeah,
it.
I think, yeah, and I like the Santangle. Oh no, it wasn't like it was like yeah, was it Santangle type prompts that, and she has did some kind of drawing, like a little short drawing, because we did if I remember, it was in the middle of the night. So for me, it was like, oh, I do want to be with you, but I'm not going to stay up
Oh,
all.
that's right. That one. That's right. That I
Yeah,
was
it
thinking
was
when she's
like
on yours.
two
Yeah.
two in the middle of the night for me. So
It was like for realsies in the middle of the night.
mhm, it was. But and that to me, that's kind of sad in a way because I want to be able to go live with people
Yeah.
sometimes and feel like,
Mhm.
oh
Like,
no.
I think Janet Nash would be fun to go live with, but I guess she could come on, I'm on in the morning. I should ask her to come on with me sometime. She would be fun to come live with. Um, I already have you. You're fun. But yeah, it's kind of weird to have some of the, people that you're like, oh, it'd be nice to be, hang out with or whatever. But, like the Australia, or, some of the Australian people and uh,
Yeah,
New Zealand, it's
yeah, that
literally my time, even during the afternoon, my time right now, it's what, uh, 2 in the morning or something when I come on at 10. But Beth, I think she could because it's nighttime or evening or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Time.
oh yeah, it might be like, closer to midnight or something, I think. No,
No,
that's it.
it would
No,
be more like at like 2 in the afternoon,
yeah,
I think.
in the afternoon because sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I usually wake up somewhere between 4 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah, which is
And
you're nuts, but yeah.
yeah, but I have to do that because of our daughter.
Not, I
Um,
know.
so yeah, and that's sometimes when I look on lives, it's evening or like a really late evening or whatever, if I remember
Yep,
correct.
because I've caught you.
I'm like, what are you doing up?
I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning for me or whatever. Yeah.
One of those, I cannot sleep. I need to
Mhm.
do something. Is it?
Sometimes the lives help put me to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And the funny thing with me, sometimes I have like Beth on, for example, and then, I listen, and then I realize what have I missed? And it has been like 2 hours. I've
Mhm.
woken up like having the phone because I watch the phone at night, having the phone laying like really, really close to my ear, so it's almost like she screams in my ear.
Beth,
Yeah.
quit screaming.
Like,
I can't hear
getting
you.
scared, like, oh, what's that? And I'm like realizing, oh, that was bad. Yeah.
I can't believe how much I'm liking working on black. I really haven't worked on black like this
Yeah,
before.
I'm surprised because you usually go to like purple or
Yeah.
pink or teal or, things like
Yeah.
that.
So this is kind of fun. I have this black that I don't really use that much, and I just sewed these with black, but I think these will take this. This is a really nice black, so I think I'm good with just putting some on there. Yeah, fun, 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 fun. Here you go. I think I hear Jughead's nose sniffing under the door.
Ooh.
He's like, "What's going
What
on
are
in there,
you doing?
Mom?"
Yeah. Why am I'm not allowed in here today?
Because your sister will come in and we'll lose her.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be like Willow needing to cut a hole in the wall to get the kitten out.
Yeah.
Get her the bird.
Like Teddy, he realized after a while, like, okay, he gave up on me. I'm like,
You're not letting me in. I'll go find someone else.
mm-hmm.
Now, does he go out? Does he go outside by himself, or does he always have to be on a leash and take a walk?
we do both.
Yeah.
We let him outside in the garden sometimes during the days, or just leave the door open because it's warm. So
Mhm.
and we have it all fenced in, so he can walk in and out as he please.
Mhm.
But then of course we do walk on leash with him,
Yeah.
at least like 3 or 4 times a day.
Wow. Did the kids take turns and do it?
No, not all of them. Not
No.
all of them. But they definitely, two of them help us with that. So,
Good.
yeah. And he doesn't really, he thinks he's a little chihuahua, but he's kind of,
Yeah.
he kind of sometimes like the look he gives us like, I just want to be up, on your lap. Just cuddle me for just a little second or two. Like,
Mhm. Yep. Jughead does the same to us. Like we're so mean that we won't let him up on our lap,
mhm.
Such mean moms. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, you're so heavy.
yeah. Just having the pause, like. Sometimes it feels like that, at least.
Oh, he just put, oh, no, Shannon. Hi.
Were you yelling?
No. Should I be?
No, no. I thought you were yelling.
No, I wasn't. I could, but I wasn't.
No, I'm in the middle of hanging a picture right now.
Oh.
You can yell later.
Have fun. I can yell later. She gave me permission to yell later.
Oh, okay.
You can yell later.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what she's hanging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never know with her.
Okay. I now when looking at the cards that you're making, realizing like I rarely go to like darker colors. That would be kind of fun
Yeah,
to do.
I don't either. So this is kind of a interesting. Well, I bought this and I forgot that I bought it, but then I remembered I bought it, I bought it to do embossing is why I bought it actually,
Mm-hmm.
but it's working really good on black. I wanted to try it.
Mm-hmm.
What made me think is, oh, I just put my hand in it.
Oh,
Was painting these with black. I was only going to do, a couple of them, but they're turned out so cute. I like them. I'm going to keep going. Gonna keep going. I can't
that's
believe how
good.
much you're getting done over there.
I don't either. This is definitely going to be. I don't. I'm not going live or doing anything in the weekend, but Tuesday I will be, doing the live as usual. And if I know myself right, I will definitely have a couple of things done here, or
Raise the blade.
maybe it will even be finished if I get the time to do anything in the weekend. That is.
Yeah, I don't have it. I have my own little ones. What are you trying to cut?
Cardboard. A little piece to get these.
Okay, okay. This thing will work. Okay, you're welcome. There's some days I don't see her at all, and today she's been here 10 times.
Oh.
Needing all kinds of stuff. This one turned out cool.
Is she working this weekend?
Yeah, she'll work tomorrow 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then
Oh,
she'll
are
work
you?
Sunday.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. She'll work those 12 hours Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And then
Really like
Monday she'll work 8 to midnight. Tuesday she'll work 8 to midnight. No. Well, she may work 8 to midnight or 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
Oh, and that's
she won't know that Tuesday's what?
Mhm. Is that like the new schedule that she?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much. That's what it is. We're hoping that 8 p.m. the overnight one that's on
Mhm.
Tuesday, we're hoping that goes to the 8 or the 4 p.m. to midnight. We're hoping that changes. That's what
Oh,
it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be Saturday and Sunday 12 hours, and then Monday and Tuesday 4 p.m. to 8 to midnight. But there's
oh,
that
okay.
had been on vacation and stuff, so she's been needing to cover overnight on Tuesday,
Mhm.
I think. Boy, did I
Oh,
think I did
wow.
it right. So
But
hopefully
that's
that
kind of a, I'm, that, I don't know.
it's
Is
like
it
a
like,
swing shift having to work all those different schedules. So
hmm
it wouldn't be bad if she could work that, do those just 4 days and get her hours in. It wouldn't be that bad. As long as that Tuesday changes. Ooh, that one's good too. That
now I realize why he is whining so much outside my door.
Oh, why?
It could be that nobody has given him his night sleep.
His supper. That Jug does that to me too. It's
It
like,
could
hello,
be,
mom.
just realizing, looking at the time, like, could that be the reason? Yep, could definitely be.
You're the only one that listens to me.
I am outside the door. Yeah. Now when looking at the time, it's actually, oh wow, it's
Yeah, we've been on
8:30.
for quite a while. Yeah. If you are ready to go, we can wrap it up.
Yeah, because of Teddy, that is.
We
It's
can
like,
blame it on Teddy.
he's literally, I don't know if you can hear him, but
I just did. Yeah, I heard a little whimper.
literally like,
Oh, Jug does that same thing when it past dinner time. Like if it gets past 6:30 at night, that's when he has his dinner. He does that. He like starts looking at you like, you forgot something. And then he
yeah.
starts like pacing, then he starts whining, and then he starts barking. He like then like roof, like
Oh,
he doesn't
oh
like
no, Teddy doesn't. He rarely barks. That's, yeah. I don't
mhm.
know. He has done it live a couple of times, I think, but that's usually when he's scared when he barks. Usually.
Mhm.
And then he acts up with everyone else but our daughter. He is a trained assistant dog, from start.
Mhm.
But when he is not with our daughter, he is like, a normal dog.
Mhm.
So, and then, he is 6.5, so you can kind of see sometimes he's trying to be like, a pet dog.
Mhm. Mhm.
When he has like the harness and things, like, oh, totally, another dog. And that's so nice to see, and that's so fun and nice to see that he definitely knows, when to
When he's
work.
supposed to, yeah, when
and,
he's at work. Good.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Isn't that great? Isn't that funny that they're so smart? People don't realize how smart they can be, that they know they're at work and it's work time.
And that's, it's kind of annoying sometimes because, I know that you can behave. Why are you not?
I know you're a good dog, so why are you acting like this, making me look a fool?
Yeah, that's yeah. But then again, he is a really good working dog, so we kind of let him,
Misbehave
be just a
sometimes.
pet dog sometimes, like a little bit extra, just because. Yeah, but this Tuesday you will definitely see something else, a little bit more color and things.
I'm loving it, Mrs. Gigi. Look, it looks wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was
You've inspired me to pull it out and start working on my sewing. I haven't for about 10 to 2 weeks, 10 days.
Yeah.
Since I've done something. So
Oh, it's fun and relaxing, and especially now you did that thing, but doing it together, it's fun to be able to talk a little bit in between and things. We can definitely do that next week. Up for some sewing.
Okay, I'll check it.
So these two kind of similar type, now when looking at all the colors, kind of similar in color.
Yeah, it is the same. It's kind of, you're feeling those colors lately.
Yep. And these are just scrap fabric pieces that I literally just put together and sewed a button on there to create a flower.
So easy. And quick. Yep. Well, Janet's saying bye-bye, Janet. We're wrapping it up, and I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us for so long today. I really appreciate it. Mrs. Gigi really appreciates it. I know I'm speaking for her.
Yep.
I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Hopefully you have pretty weather to go outside and get some vitamin D. Keep spreading love, guys. Bye.
Bye.